to say the least. It's so much going on today. And I'm so tired. So I still need to do my laundry really bad, but we'll see if that happens. Can someone send that to Irish? He's supposed to be here.
Hey,
Hey,
buddy.
what's up?
Anybody voting this year, just remember Kamala Harris's family owned slaves in Jamaica, and there's a whole town built from slaves.
Okay, I mean, bro, what? Interesting take.
Yo,
Hey, what's your opinion?
I'm gonna say it do ruin lives.
Why?
Okay, so I got a few examples. Uh, this guy Mikey, I forget his last name, but he played basketball or whatever. He actually pretty famous. Uh, a girl accused him of touching or like molesting her, and for the like last 3 or 4 years, this man's like been fighting like the case or whatever, and he been found not guilty. And basically, the last 4 years of his life, he wasted. He can't even play basketball no more because of that. And it's been a few times where like athletes have been accused of some bullshit like that, and pretty much they like I ain't gonna say like their lives are ruined,
He
but
was found not guilty. That doesn't mean that he didn't do it. That means that there was not enough evidence to prove that he did.
I'm going to disagree with your false accusations claim that it doesn't ruin lives. Personally, accusation got spread around school that I had a massive wiener, and it ruined my fucking life. Like I couldn't live anymore. I had to cry every day in my bed. So
yeah, I don't think that's something to cry about, buddy.
what do you mean? That's horrible. Like no one has.
Your life got ruined. How long ago was this?
2 days ago.
What the fuck?
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the girls were laughing and shit. Like I know it's 9 inches, but like I don't know what's up. Like why are they making fun of me? Just can't believe it. Honestly.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Mikey.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Then I committed arson and 16 felonies same day. I'm actually in a holding cell. How are you guys?
Crazy. You in the hole? You died, didn't you?
No. I
Oh, you didn't get killed from it.
No one else did die in bed, bro. Let me tell you. It was a
Shit.
man. His name was Jamarcus.
But yeah, that's just how I feel. Like it definitely false. People lying on you, lying on your name can definitely ruin your life. It's
Oh,
people
no.
that kill. It's
You
people
know
that
that?
kill themselves. It's people that kill themselves from people lying on them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, do you have any statistics on that?
No, that's just common sense, common knowledge.
Well, where
False
did you get that
accusations
common
led to
knowledge
Sean
from?
Oakman committing suicide.
Where'd you get that common knowledge from?
False accusations led to Sean Oakman committing suicide.
I wasn't speaking to you. I was speaking to the other gentleman.
I was speaking to you, bitch.
Yeah, well, you just got muted. See how that works, Todd? So my question
Well,
is, when you say common knowledge, I think it's a common trope. I think it's something that people say a lot, but like, there's really no examples.
You're the
of
guy
it.
that
One of my cousins killed himself because a girl said he raped her.
Okay, great. So
Say
talk to
something
me
now.
about that. How old was
Say something
your
now, Irish.
cousin at the
He
time?
was 23.
He was how old?
23.
Okay, and who was the person who lied?
Personally, I didn't know them.
Okay, how do you know it was a false allegation then?
Excuse me?
How do you know it was a false allegation then?
What you mean?
You just said he unalived himself due to a false allegation.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so someone went to the police and said that your cousin raped him, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and your cousin went to jail for it for some time, or?
Yes, he had a whole case for like a year and a half.
Okay, well, a year and a half, the trial would have been complete. So, was the trial concluded and was he convicted?
Yeah, no, he wasn't convicted. It was not guilty. But it's not
guilty for
that.
what
That's
reason,
not
do you know?
like what I'm saying is afterwards. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about the effects of it too. Like people gonna still.
No, but I want
think,
to talk
oh,
about
he's
your cousin. I know, but I want to talk about your cousin. So your cousin was found not guilty.
Uh huh.
For what reason?
He's going to say it's because your cousin was black and killed. That's why he's going to say he killed himself.
Do you know why? For what reason?
What? Well, I want to, because not at what he said. I want to know what you think he killed himself for.
I'm asking
Just
you.
saying.
He ended up being found not guilty for what reason? I'm asking you,
Just say
why
it's
did he
'cause-
find not guilty?
Because of the evidence.
Okay, so there wasn't sufficient evidence to get him convicted. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if there wasn't sufficient evidence to get them convicted, I assume that the person who said they were a victim, that they testified in the case, did they?
Yes.
Okay. So what is it that made you think that it was false what she said? Just because he was found not guilty?
No, because the night that she claimed he did it, I was with him. We was smoking.
I mean, you weren't with him the entire night.
We was together the entire night from
Not guilty in a court of
like
law.
9 to like
and
7
then he
in the
killed himself
morning.
because he was falsely.
Sorry, go ahead. Reek, I'm so sorry that there's some
Court of law.
immature children in the life who are not able to keep themselves muted and have poor impulse control. So Reek, he was found not guilty. How is it you know that he didn't do it? You said because you were
Me and him
there.
was together from
So that
9.
means you testified in the trial to provide an alibi, I assume, right?
No, I didn't.
I mean, you were critical to his defense. You would have been the person who was able to say he was with me during the time of the grape. You're telling me you didn't participate in the trial in order to create an alibi for him?
He had other stuff,
What other stuff?
receipts.
What receipts did he have? Because the
He was
alibi
in-
would be a slam dunk, right?
Yeah, we was in Orlando when she claimed it happened, which she was in McLean, which is like 4 hours away. And the time that she said it happened,
drive.
we had a receipt for like 15, 20 minutes before at a gas station, and that's how he got off with it.
Yeah, but you were with him, right? So you could have used his credit card.
Yeah, but they had him on camera.
Yeah, and I'm asking you, you're telling me that the defense and prosecution didn't invite you up?
Oh, yeah, they did, but I didn't go.
Who invited you, the defense or prosecution?
Defense.
So the lawyer of your cousin came to you, his cousin, and said, can you please help your cousin and testify in his defense? And you refused?
I refused because I knew that the receipt would be good enough. We were 4 hours away when he got the gas or whatever. He had a receipt with the time on it. So
you
I
know
didn't
that false convictions happen, right?
Excuse me?
You know that false convictions happen, right?
Yes, sir.
So you were fine just rolling the dice because you were like, he's got enough.
They got my
to, like,
cousin on camera
I know,
and
but
a receipt.
I know, but the defense attorney for your cousin said, hey, can you please take the stand? It would be very helpful if you did. And you said, no, I'm not going to do that for my cousin. Why?
Because I didn't have to.
Do that for my cousin.
I mean, shouldn't that be the decision of the defense attorney?
I mean,
Like, I'm just
all right,
asking you.
So, I understand that. But that's like, all right, your neighbor accusing your mom of stealing the dog from their house or whatever, and your mom has a camera pointing straight across the street from wherever they say their dog is. You don't have to go testify. You know she got the proof.
But if the defense attorney,
I understand that you would,
if the
but
defense
you don't
attorney,
have to.
no, I know, but I don't know anyone who would say no. I'm not going to help out my family member because I think they have enough information. That
It's
seems
not
really
that
dangerous.
I didn't think it. I knew. It's no way that a person can travel 4 hours and fucking 15 minutes.
Yeah, but there's also no way that you can have an absolute, undeniable positive ID from a video camera.
Yes, you
Especially
can.
especially not a gas station one.
You can.
Okay, I mean, that's just
Clear
not
enough.
the case.
The image was clear enough for you to.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, again, you relied upon the idea that it's clear enough. So I'm not going to bother taking a stand to defend my cousin, who I know is not guilty.
Yeah.
And you didn't do it. Why?
You're trying.
Because I didn't have to. The point that you're trying to get across
you
is like
risked your
irrelevant.
cousin's. You risked your cousin's. I don't understand it. You risked your cousin's liability, right? You risked.
I risked my cousin's liability or the fucking bitch that lied on him.
You did because you
What?
were
Oh
because you
my
could have
God.
taken a stand and you could have said he wasn't there. He was
Or
with
she
me.
could have taken a stand and said, "I'm lying."
I know, but you're the one who had the information that could exonerate him. I'm just trying to understand, why would someone say, hey, cuz, I'm not going to help you?
The same reason why a person would lie and say that he raped her.
Well, then, if you're saying that you're the same person as someone who would lie about someone raping them, are you telling me you're a liar?
No, what? That don't make sense.
I don't think what you just said made sense. You said the same reason why you wouldn't take that stand is the same reason why a person would lie about being about being raped.
Okay,
You
yeah, you're right. Okay,
compared
I get
yourself.
what you're saying now.
Yeah, you compared yourself to a liar, and I'm just trying to, like, obviously I don't think you meant to do that, right? So I'm just trying to understand. Like, can I just be real for a moment? Like, this didn't happen. You were never asked to testify, correct?
And I'm pissing.
Okay, well, I'm proud you're doing something productive while we're talking, because we're not really going very far with the conversation. Because when you're telling me that you have a cousin who you knew 100% was not guilty of rape, and the defense comes to you and says, hey, can you please help out your cousin by providing this testimony, for you to turn around and say, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that, that just seems suspicious, right? Like, I hope you can understand that seems like that's a made up story. Otherwise, like, you're just a really, like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but you're just a really bad cousin. Like, you clearly don't care about your cousin.
Maybe I just knew he had a name.
It's weird white guys.
Huh? White guys.
Go on.
What about white guys?
Oh, he's just trying to deflect. We'll deal with him in a moment. Because, like, look, honestly, it just sounds like you made up this story, because it doesn't really make all that much sense. Because if there was a videotape and you're saying it was absolutely clear that it was him, why did the prosecution move forward with the case? The prosecutor is going to spend months on any case that they're going to be trying. There's lots of bad people out there, right? And there's no question that, if there's aggravating factors, like, for example, if your cousin was black, there's no question that there's racism within the justice system that is going to promote, or encourage a prosecutor to go after someone who may not be guilty. Totally agree with that, right? But if you're going to do that, you're likely going to go after someone who doesn't have a video that literally proves they didn't do it, right? Like, you've got loads of other people you can try to frame. It's just a little odd to go after a person who's got a video, right? So why do you think the prosecutor, if it was a very clear video, why would the prosecutor continue with it?
It's black people or something.
Thaddeus, do you not like black people?
No, I just think it's weird.
Okay, so no, he doesn't like black people. So we can get back to him in a moment and talk to him about his racism, because
Motherfucker, I'll slap the fuck out of you, Thaddeus, boy.
Reek, I'm just trying to understand, I'm not trying to embarrass you.
Stop on mute him. No, you good. Stop on mute him real quick.
Sure, go ahead, Thaddeus.
Irish thinks the black guy raped somebody, and that's why he's saying all this.
I don't think that the allegation took place.
So
Thaddeus,
which one of
you
you
have to swipe
motherfuckers
out
is
and come
racist?
back again. Thaddeus, you have to swipe out and come back in again.
Hey, Irish, you a racist bitch?
Yeah, he's racist, man. I heard him.
What makes me racist, Reek?
I know. I'm asking you, bro.
I mean, I think everyone's got inherent racism who's white, but I'd like to think that I'm against racism. I do my best not to be racist, but I think everyone has some inherent racism in them due to the fact that it's just sort of systemic within our society. But
So you say you're racist?
I would say that I'm as racist as I think anyone who grows up in a society that promotes systemic racism would be. But I think that I'm someone who actively thinks that people who promote, encourage, or tolerate racism are bad, should be called out, and should be exposed, because racism is very evil.
You sound racist, bro.
And very bad. Okay. Why does that sound racist to you, Reek? Because it kind of sounds like you're just distracting from the fact that I was embarrassing you that the trial never happened.
No, you wasn't embarrassing me, bro.
Okay. I mean, I can go back to embarrassing you. So can you tell me again, why is it you decided to risk the liberty of your cousin based upon a just in case?
I didn't need to. Why are you racist, though?
I mean, are you just going to keep deflecting because you're getting embarrassed? Because it's a little silly.
Are you going to keep deflecting because you're getting embarrassed?
Oh, sure. You're going to keep on trying to move the conversation away from what the conversation is, which is false accusations don't ruin life. I'm trying to understand. Your cousin
But you racist,
ended
though.
up asking you for help, right?
This guy's a racist.
Okay. It's funny to me that men like you who come up here and say false allegations ruin lives are exactly the type of men who like to make
Oh, no, I'm
false
just trying to prove a point
allegation.
right now. That's all.
Yeah, I notice how I'm not getting defensive
Because
or
you
getting
racist.
emotional about it, right?
No. Nobody. No,
I just find
you hear
it
the tone of
weird
my
that the men
voice.
who come up here
My
and say
voice
that
is
false
so deep.
allegations.
My voice is so deep. I cannot be emotional. I'm a grown ass man, boy.
Wait, your cousin got emotional. He was a grown ass man, right?
No, he ain't get emotional. What you talking about?
Well, he unalived himself, you said.
That wasn't because of emotions. That was because of how other people felt about him.
And how that made him feel about himself.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not his brain.
You're not calling your own cousin not a man, right? Like, that's rude. That's fucked up. He unalived himself because of emotions. You're not trying to claim that men shouldn't have emotions. That's silly.
No, I ain't never say that. I said
Okay, so
me, not everybody.
you don't have emotions.
No, sir.
Talk to him like this.
Okay,
At least not with a pussy ass white boy like you.
Okay. All right. So what do you have emotions about? Because when your cousin
My
asked for
child.
you, so when your cousin asked for help to protect him from going to jail, you said, no, it's okay. I'll pass on that. You didn't have emotion or empathy for your cousin.
Because I knew he was good.
Okay. So who do you have emotion for then?
Way to say
I
that.
just told you, my child, my kids. I knew he was good.
That's all. Is that where your emotion ends?
Right there, my child. That's the only person in this world that needs me. So
Way to
that's the
say
only
it.
person I'm gonna show emotion for.
It's black men.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, given the fact that you
It's
have
black men.
children, do you think that your child is going to be benefited by you claiming and falsifying these stories that your cousin was unalive due to a false
Still talking
allegation?
about falsifying. You want me to give you the case?
No, I'd like to get the evidence that he unalived himself due to the false allegation. I'd like to see a letter where he said, due to the false allegation, this is why I'm unaliving myself. That's what I would like to see.
It's savior mentality.
Bruh, stop muting the man.
Oh, no. I mean, I'll happily unmute him, but then I got to drop you because he is a
Nice.
problem interrupting. So, Reek, how about that? You're going to get the case, but more importantly, the information that shows that he unalived himself because of the case, and you're going to show me evidence that it was a false allegation, Reek, because you want me to engage with Thaddeus? I'll engage with Thaddeus. Okay, Thaddeus, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Hang on,
What I
Thaddeus,
just
you've got to echo. It's probably inside your head because you're fucking empty-brained. But if you just swipe out and swipe back in again, Cupcake, you'll be able to have a proper conversation.
watched a white dude tell a black guy that his cousin didn't really kill himself, and then call his cousin a rapist. Like that's
horrible.
pretty wild.
It's horrible. You still have that echo. Do you want to again swipe in and out? You have to exit the
Keep
app.
screen recording.
Okay, yeah. So the screen recording is what's creating the problem. Do you have a second device?
If you got two phones, you know.
Okay, if you have a second device, you wouldn't have the echo, right? Maybe, I mean, I don't know if you live in a studio apartment, but why don't you take the other device and move it into a different room so it's not creating the echo? Simple as that, right? Different room so it's not creating the echo. Simple as that, right?
All right, are you done trying to like act all smug and shit, or do you want to actually speak?
Okay, you're not understanding. You have an echo. It's annoying to people. I would like to have a conversation with you because I greatly enjoy embarrassing people like you, right? But I don't want to set off people in the comments who have to listen to a stupid echo. So fix the echo, which you're still not fixing. You just keep unmuting yourself, but not fixing the problem. Why don't you fix the echo and then we're able to talk?
Yeah, I guess I keep unmuting myself. Huh?
The
You must be
echo
so
is
that you black hating.
still absolutely fucked up. So do you want to fix the echo? It's really that simple. I can drop you and bring you back up. You can exit the app and come back in again. If you're using a second device, put in a different room. These are all options, right? Back in again if you're using a second device. These are all options you're not engaging in because there's still an echo. Still an echo. Still an echo.
Yeah.
So Thaddeus, sweetheart, Cupcake, Lumpy Pie, here's what I'm telling you. I will happily embarrass you. I have spent many years specializing, developing expertise in humbling and embarrassing little absolute man babies like yourself. I thrive for this. I'm not running away from this, but I'm not going to annoy the people in the comments with your echo because you think you're getting clips that is going to make you famous one day so that you can clout chase off trying to take me down. That's adorable. There you go. Great. Come back again. I'll happily talk to you when you come back. There we go. Let's test if there's an echo. No echo. Look how easy that is. Okay,
Now
Thaddeus,
you want
what's
to
up?
confirm something?
Sure,
Okay,
I
so
will confirm or deny.
Just now.
Oh, it's an echo again. All right, but this one's better. We can deal with this
Okay,
one.
that's
Go
fine.
ahead.
That's good. I'm glad it suits your little needs. Just to confirm, you are a Caucasian male, and you just told an African American man whose cousin supposedly unalived himself that number one, he didn't do it, and number two, his cousin was a rapist.
Did I? I don't remember saying that at all.
That's what I've got. That's what's going to get spread out there. Thanks, buddy.
Okay, well, that would make you a liar.
I mean, it wouldn't. It's literally a recording. It's going to show this is what this man did. Now, did you word for word say it? No, you don't word for word say anything.
It's weird. Did
Is that
anybody
what you were
hear
implying?
me say
Is that what you were implying?
someone was a rapist?
Is that what? Yeah,
It's funny. I didn't hear that at all. What I said was he fabricated
you were implying
the
that they were
trial.
convicted.
I said he fabricated the trial. That's what I said he fabricated.
So I'm more
I
than
didn't
willing
talk at all about whether or not there were actual charges. I didn't talk about at all whether or not he was found not guilty. I didn't talk at all as to whether or not he did it.
I'm scared. That's why you keep meeting the microphone, isn't it?
Oh no, I sound terrified. You've got me shaking, Thaddeus. You're going to be the one, Thaddeus. In 2 years, you're going to be the one.
No, I send it somewhere. I'm not the one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not the one that's going to do it.
So, anything else you got?
No, a white savior guy telling black people, hey, your cousin raped somebody and they were guilty and you made this up and you're just trying to prove a point. That's all I need. Thanks, man.
Okay. I mean,
Good luck.
Is that all you got? Oh, Thaddeus, that's your mic drop moment, Mike? Oh, that's your mic drop moment. That's what we waited for? All that muting and unmuting, all that posturing, all that shit talk from you, and that was your mic drop
Where's the
moment?
opposition? What did you
I didn't do anything. He just ran. Like, that was unexpected. I was giving him a platform. What I find adorable, here's what I find adorable, is white-ass men like Thaddeus going around, and I think he said he was white, didn't he? I thought he did. Maybe I'm wrong, but if he wants to come up and correct me, he's more than welcome to. I'm a little tired of white-ass guys like Thaddeus going around and pretending to care about black men and black women, pretending to, just so he can try to weaponize them to attack someone else who isn't a racist like Thaddeus is. That's what I find adorable, Thaddeus. What about that?
I'm Hispanic.
So you're white then?
No, I'm Hispanic.
Are you black?
I know what you're trying to say. Like Hispania is the same.
Is from Spain, right?
Hispanic from Mexico and Puerto Rico.
Great. So are you black?
I'm certainly not white.
So you're not black, right?
Well, there's more than two colors. Only a fool thinks in absolutes, Irish.
Correct. So I'm asking you, you're not black, correct?
Hispanic.
So you're not black, correct?
But I'm not white. Did you tell me I was white?
Great. So what I think is adorable is people like you who try to tokenize black people in order to be able to try to pretend that other people are racist when in fact you're the racist person. It's weird.
You're afraid. Now you're shook. Now you're going to mute it a bunch of times. That's fine.
I'm terrified, Thaddeus. You got me by my hair.
Oh, I like the best thing is that after all that, you accused me of being white. I'm so glad you did that. I'm so fucking glad that's what, that's where this went. Yeah, it gets the white savior thing. It gets the whole, like, hey, you're a black man. You can clearly tell.
Wait, hang on. If I'm a white savior,
it's great.
Why would I be defending you? I don't understand.
It's just, it's why would you be defending what?
I don't know. You just said somehow you not being white makes it funny that I'm a white savior. Explain that to me.
Well, it's hilarious.
Yeah, why don't you explain the joke?
I mean, I heard you earlier saying that the only reason that the only thing that's ever like ruined somebody's life is if they're not white. That's what you said. That dude gave an example. That is what you said. That dude gave an example of a black man killing himself, unaliving.
Thaddeus, you're white.
It happened.
Thaddeus, you're white.
Oh, I don't know, Ernesto. Now we're making assumptions.
Thaddeus, you're white.
Let me just keep this running.
Oh no, he's going to get us.
Thaddeus, you know Mexican isn't a race, right?
Hispanic is.
Hispanic is not a race either. Hispanic is an ethnicity.
No, it's a race, buddy.
No,
what's a race and what's an ethnicity?
It's the combination of Spanish and Native American DNA.
No.
It absolutely is.
Hispanic is not a combination. Do you know what Hispanic is?
I know exactly what it is. It's exactly what I just
Can
told
you tell us what it
Well, it
is?
stems from the word Hispania, which refers to the Iberian Peninsula in Spain, populated by.
That's where it
those people.
stems from. What
Yes,
does it mean?
it's Irish. Did I hear an echo? Because that's what I just said. So shut your fucking mouth.
So what does Hispanic mean?
Hispanic refers to people from Central and South America, which includes myself when I'm filling out
Excellent.
various forms. Thank
Good
you.
job. So you understand that's not a race,
Yeah,
right?
I do. Yeah, no, it is a race. It is a collection. It is an ethnic group of
So
people.
are white people who live in Argentina, remember that a lot of schmatzis...
It's an ethnic thing, buddy.
Let me help you out. Remember a whole bunch of schmatzis moved to Argentina after WW2? They now have children who are born in Argentina, right? But who are white, right? Would you say that the former children of white schmatzis, that they're not white because they're born in Argentina? Thaddeus, is that your argument? That schmatzis are not white? Is your mind blowing right now, Thaddeus,
Also-
as you're learning?
also
No,
the
I'm
difference
saying,
in
are you
race
saying
and
that
ethnicity?
birthright citizenship
That is,
doesn't exist?
you also do understand that anybody that was born in Mexico and grew up and had family ancestors in Mexico are just Native American. It does not make just because that's it. They're just Native American because you know what? America is a continent.
I'm very aware it's a continent, Ernesto.
Yes, white man. I know you.
It's actually North America is the name of the continent, and then there's also South America.
Correct.
Do you want a little bit more of a geography lesson?
Correct. Native American. White man.
You say white man like it's I can't get over that. Like it's like you guys use that like it's an insult.
No, I'm not using it as an insult. I'm just using it
Yeah,
as
but
fact.
it's the
Statement of fact.
tone you're using. It's the tone you're
If
using.
you're
You can
taking
pick
it
up
as
on-
an
you can pick
insult,
up
that
on
is on you.
No, it's the tone you're using. You can pick up on like the subtle kind of like, smugness in it. It's the same thing Irish did when he was just telling that.
Thaddeus, what I find interesting is, as someone who says you're not white, why are you up here knighting for white people? Sid, we're
For the
not able
same
to bring
reason
you
up
up
here
until
knighting
Mac
for women.
comes back in. Sid, you know that when it's Paul... Oh, okay, she's back. Thaddeus, I'm just curious again, as someone who is insisting that you're not white, why are you up here trying to protect white people by claiming they're being
For the
harmed?
same reason you're not a female and you're up here protecting women from guys like
How
that
do
dude
you
who
look
said,
Hispanic, by the way? I just want to know how Hispanic people look.
I'm sorry?
I'm
How do you
curious.
look Hispanic?
I mean, it's just, I disagree with the notion of like your general premise that Irish is not a racist against black people, and now you're coming at me for my race.
No, I'm saying, how do you look Hispanic? If you think Hispanic is a race, how do you look Hispanic?
If they cut grass.
I mean, that's not true. That's kind of racist, Kelvin.
Calvin, we'll bring you up when you can stop being a child, and once we're done with Thaddeus, which will be whenever Thaddeus is done, because this is going to be hilarious.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a
Thaddeus,
while.
again, Sid did ask a question. Can you answer the question? You seem to be avoiding
Oh, I'm sorry.
the
Like, what do
question.
they look like?
Yeah, you said...
What do I look like? You asked me what I look like, what people look like.
You talked about Hispanics looking a certain way. Sid asked you, what is it, how is it that Hispanics look?
I never said they look a specific way. I was referring to DNA and genetics. Irish, that's like you saying you didn't just tell a black man that his cousin
Hispanic
didn't
is a
deserve to kill
race.
himself.
You said
Don't deflect.
Hispanic is a race, and race is
Is
the
a race.
phenotypical features, right? So how
Yeah,
do you look
it's a collection
Hispanic?
of DNA.
How
Where'd you get
do
those
you
fe-
look?
Hey, where'd you
Race
get those
is not
features from?
biological.
Where'd you
Race
get those
is not
features from?
about DNA. So how do you look Hispanic?
Race is absolutely about DNA and genetics.
No,
That's
it
how.
isn't. It's
That's
not
what makes us
biological
human.
at all. It's phenotypical.
No, it's
You
what.
learn genotype and
Thaddeus?
phenotype. First of all, genotype is something else, and phenotype is something else. Learn the difference, please.
Thaddeus, this is going to be really embarrassing for you.
DNA and
Do you
genetics
understand?
does
Do you
in fact
understand?
affect how.
Thaddeus, can you tell me, do you know what a phenotype is? Do you even know what that word means?
I do know what that word means.
Great.
You
Can you explain
racist
what that
Irish.
word means to people?
I just don't. I mean, I don't really feel the need to.
Oh,
I mean, I
you
feel
know
like what
it,
I'm
but you're not
saying is
gonna share
generally
it.
accurate. I think what I'm saying is, DNA and genetics affects how a person's look. It affects their physical features, and I think that's a perfectly valid point.
Great. Oh, go ahead. Sid, you can tackle this one.
Yes, tell go ahead. Yeah, tell me the DNA doesn't exist. Tell me the
Genotype is your
genetics doesn't
gene
exist.
expression.
Tell me all.
Is your gene expression. Phenotype is your physical appearance, outer appearance. Same how with gender is a social construct, and
Not a social.
yes, it is. But also, sex is biological. Gender is not.
Race is
Gender is not.
constructs.
So
Neither are
sex,
gender.
that's your chromosomes, like XX and XY,
Race is
XXY.
not a social construct.
Yes, it is.
So
And
just
it's
drop that right
phenotypical.
there.
The fact
No,
that you
it's
don't
not. It's not a
understand
social
phenotypes
construct.
and genotypes is
No.
embarrassing for you.
No.
You don't
So
understand
Thaddeus,
that. You think you
Ta-
could look Hispanic, which is bonkers because you could also
Because
be
your
a
DNA
black
and
Hispanic
genetics
person.
match the
You
same
could be
groups
a
of people.
black Hispanic person. So how do you look Hispanic? How
By
do you look at
having
someone?
matching features to the same people because you share a similar genetic lineage. It's simple.
Not phenotype, right? So how do you look
share
Hispanic?
a
You
genetic
think Hispanic
lineage.
is a race? So tell me, how
Oh,
do
so
you
the
look
host is saying
Hispanic?
that. Where's that from? The National.
Thaddeus, you're being asked a very specific question. How do Hispanic people look? Given the fact that you're saying Hispanic
No, I
people
have not.
are a race, and you're saying that race is a phenotype, you're acknowledging it's a phenotype. So describe how it is you're claiming Hispanic people look.
So, real quick, if you want to stop putting words in my mouth and then muting it, I'd appreciate it. Okay.
Can you answer the question, Thaddeus, instead of deflecting?
Can you give time to give an answer
Deflect.
Can you answer a question without whining?
without debating, without offering, dialogue? Just
Yeah,
yes or
so
no.
how is it
It's a
you
real
think
simple.
Hispanic people look?
Again, I am saying. I mean, you can talk about similar height features, facial features.
I'm asking
And all
you to
that
describe it.
gene expression, by the way.
What
Yeah,
are
genes,
those?
DNA,
He is
genetics.
asking
No,
what are
no.
those physical features that you're referring to
The physical features that I'm referring to.
in
I
a
mean,
in the
there are any number of
Hispanic
it.
race?
There's any number of similar abilities. You
Okay,
can have similar
well,
eye colors. You can have
okay.
similar facial bone
What
Share
structures.
similar eye
what are
color?
those eye
Oh, this
colors?
is where
What
you
are those
sound
facial
stupid.
features?
Because
Okay,
eye
if you
color
want to
isn't
stop
about
interrupting
race.
me, I will
Eye color,
explain, and I
hair
will even
color
link how
is
their
not
DNA
race
and their genetics
dependent.
makes them look that way. I mean,
Eye color and hair
Snake.
color are not race dependent. I don't think you understand
Okay,
that.
if you let me finish and stop interrupting
And
me.
any race can be Hispanic because Hispanic
No,
is
that's
not a
not
race.
true. That's not true at all.
So I'm just,
True. So
I'm just
Asian
No.
people
curious.
can't be Hispanic.
No, because you're
Black
arguing
people
it's a
can't be
social
Hispanic.
construct. I'm
White
saying
people cannot be
it's in your DNA.
Hispanic. Do you not know
Thaddeus,
how that sounds like moronic of you?
yeah, Thaddeus, I'm just curious. There were a huge number of slaves that were sent over to Brazil. I believe one of the key entry points was Fortaleza.
So if you're going to
And
keep
if you
muting
go
me, I mean,
to
like when I'm
Fort,
trying to respond to what she's saying,
I
it's
mean,
just
you're
kind of
interrupting me, right?
disingenuous. Well, yeah, you muted me, then interrupt me. So you're.
Okay, well, I'm still talking, so just wait 1 second, sweetheart, right? So in Fortaleza today, if you go there, the vast majority of people there are black, right? And I'm just curious, are you saying that they're not Hispanic? They're not from South America, even though their families, their grandparents, everyone was born in Fortaleza, Brazil, even though they phenotypically look black? Are you saying they're not Hispanic?
Are you saying birthright citizenship doesn't exist?
That's not what I
That's
asked. Can you answer the
That's what
nationality.
you're
question?
implying. You're implying
That's
that somebody
nationality.
being always on
You're
the borders
confusing
doesn't mean that.
nationality,
That's
ethnicity,
I don't
nationality.
know. I
and
think you're kind of
race.
jumping
You're
in here.
learning so much today, Thaddeus, aren't you?
What is birthright citizenship?
Birthright citizenship is when worthless minorities cross a border into a real country and get to stay there because they pop a kid out of their fucking cooter.
Okay, so what has that got to do with me talking about slaves who were brought over to Brazil and forced to... Oh, you ran like a bitch. What a shocker, Thaddeus. Thaddeus, you ran like a coward.
This man thinks Hispanic is a race. I'm going to drop down now because all I
Thanks,
want to
Sid.
ask was that. So thank you so much, Irish.
It's just embarrassing. All right, all the best. Cheers. It's so... First of all, they always think they're going to be the one. And it's like... They never bring their best. And then secondly, the people who are most interested in race are the people who know the least about it. Like, that's what blows my mind. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I understand how it could be confusing. I do. Like when someone says that, like, when someone will say something what he said, but is not aggressive about it, not overly confident about it, I can understand how people confuse it. Like, it is,
I agree.
yeah, like ethnicity, race,
And
nationality, like,
nationality. Those things
yeah,
they can be conflated, and they have been for many years.
yeah, so like I totally get where people are coming from in terms of the initial confusion, but like someone like him, it's not confusion. He just doesn't care. He wants to be able to keep insisting on anything that helps bolster his racist point. And for him to like end, like what's mind-boggling to me is like the argument about Hispanic, that black people who were brought over as slaves to Brazil are somehow less deserving. He alluded to them being worthless immigrants. Slaves don't immigrate. First of all, they're kidnapped, for fuck's sake.
Right.
But the idea that he's saying worthless immigrants, and I can't remember what he said, but the idea of a worthless immigrant is the idea of taking over someone else's land. But Spain, Portugal would have come to South America with slaves, meaning they would have arrived at the same time. And so is he suggesting that slaves took the land away from Spanish and Portuguese descendants? Like, it's just a weird argument.
You see what Eamon wrote?
What? Eamon just fucking kills me sometimes. Oh, Tucker Carlson? I'm not checking.
Tucker Carlson.
The confidence, stupidity, that would check.
See that?
So what the hell was going on with Echo's live, Irish?
I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you about it later, but like, I didn't get to see it. I just heard it was going on. I wanted to go see it. I just didn't get a chance to see it, unfortunately. But Echo decided to have a self call out live, which I've done before. And they're very painful. And I don't know if I regret doing them, but like, I don't think any good ever came
no
from
one came
any
up.
of them.
No one went up on yours.
Oh no, I've had lives where people come up big time. What are you talking about? I've had loads of people come up on lives before. You're talking about the prison or the trial one. No one came up on that one, but other ones, people have definitely come up, Mac. Or am I wrong? Maybe I'm confusing them. I don't think I'm wrong.
No. You have.
No, I don't think they have.
I do recall.
I feel like people.
No, they have, Mac.
I do
yeah.
recall. I do recall people coming up on his self call out lives.
Yeah, and like I understand the concept of them, but like they're just rarely ever productive, and it's usually just a whole bunch of whiny brats coming up feeling really entitled. Because like I think getting feedback is not a bad thing, but you start to realize that the people who hold on to shit are usually like the most petty people, and just like their opinions are kind of worthless. So like it just doesn't really do any good. So I don't know why Echo is happy to put themselves through it, but I kind of wanted to see it. And I'm kind of sad I didn't get to see it.
Well, I don't know. I just saw that like there was things going on, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, there's a lot of, I don't understand. There's a lot of hatred towards Echo, and I don't really get it. I just haven't seen any actual receipts on stuff, and the stuff that they have said, dude, that's amazing. And Joey, I got your message. We'll definitely get you in this week. Joey just said he's getting a new wheelchair van next week,
that's
which
awesome.
is a
That's huge.
huge deal. So congratulations on that, Joey. And Joey, I did see your DM. I'm so sorry. If you can DM me again and just say reminder, we brought in people over the weekend, and we'll bring in more people this weekend. So if you could just message me, I'd appreciate it. Sorry about that, Joey. But congrats. But yeah, a lot of people have issues with Echo, and I think like Echo's done things in the past that they are really not proud of, that they regret. But I've always seen them like admit it and say like, yeah, that was really stupid. I'm so sorry about that. And so I don't really understand, like people just want to destroy people because they don't let shit go is a problem.
I think it's because Echo is fairly monotone on their lives, where it kind of drives people crazy because they want reaction. And Echo, the way Echo reacts is just by words, and not by expression. I think that bothers people.
I've never seen them shout yet, which is weird given the amount of people that they go up against. I've never seen them shouting at all. Which, you know, they are a lot more monotone. I did share, I think it was Eamon's, comment, someone's comment, I told them who it was, that the only negative feedback they're giving is to change up their tone. And Echo took it well, because I've talked to Echo about it a number of times, that like they have to vary their tone to make it more engaging, that like he's just too monotone, or they're just too monotone, and they know it at this point. So it's nice that like folk are self-aware about stuff like that.
Well, it's also something that's not easy to. I mean, if this is something that you've grown up with that tone, it's very difficult to kind of move past it. You know, because I'm not sure how. I don't know how old they are, but they're not in their 20s.
I mean, I hear you, but like I explained to them, and like other people here may not understand it, but like my tone on TikTok is not my tone in real life. It's not my real voice. Like, there's obviously certain similarities, but like, I absolutely change it for TikTok. That's not to hide myself, but it's just to make it a little bit more engaging. So I understand you can grow up and have a specific way of talking, but like, I think there's objective things you can change to make yourself a little bit more, I don't know, engaging.
So am I just the only one that's just genuinely the same person offline as I am on?
Maybe.
I don't think it's about, because I think I'm pretty genuinely the same person. It's more so, I have a shouting voice. This is my shouting voice. It's just not my talking in person voice. So it's not.
What's your talking in person voice?
Iris, we've
very different, I'm
We've
told.
heard your talking in person voice on calls.
No,
It's pretty
because
similar.
I'm still yelling. You guys just don't know I'm yelling. Like, I'm constantly told by my friends in real life, stop fucking shouting. And when they remind me of that, like, my tone, like, if you're on a phone call one-on-one with me and my voice sounds very low, that's my in-person voice.
Oh yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I think it's very different than what it sounds like now. Similar.
I mean,
but
your
not-
voice is,
It's lower. I mean, yeah, I think well,
your voice just changes a lot. To be fair.
Yeah, you guys in the comments, when you guys sometimes say, "Oh, Irish is putting on a fake sexy voice," that's more my regular voice, my quiet tone.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know what it is? When I leave voice notes, listen to voice notes. The voice notes are
Oh yeah,
much
those are
closer.
pretty good.
Yeah, those voice
Wait,
notes.
but,
That's how
like-
I speak.
Not you trying to like. I'm not gonna let you big up your ego. Take a step back.
I don't think it sounds sexy. You got to remember, Mac, I have always hated my voice. That's why anytime you guys say anything positive about my voice, yeah, like I have dysphoria. Like I don't understand what you guys are talking about. I've always hated the way I
But your
sound.
voice is really good. Like it's just very.
I genuinely
What's
don't
the
believe
word?
you.
Satisfying.
you know, it's,
Like
Yeah.
your voice is very satisfying to listen to.
I know, but I've heard the exact same people. I've heard the exact same thing said to countless creators, all of which have really fucking irritating voices. So I've just realized that
No,
some
yours
people
is
like.
not though. Like there's
Yeah.
something about it. Like I'm being genuine.
I mean, I hear you, but again, I see a lot of people who really like creators who will say they've got an amazing voice, or will say you should go on you should have a podcast, or will say all this stuff. And respectfully to those creators, I don't even know how they have as many followers as I have. So I've just learned to realize that just because some people like how you sound, it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't make it true. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's because your voice is very unique. I think that's really what it is.
I'm just in reading the comments. I'm curious now that anytime a voice note of yours pops up on the Discord, if Don puts on some candles.
I have been told that people have recorded my voice notes. There's no. I've been told that a number of times.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's a liability, is what that is.
What I get frustrated on just in talking off TikTok is going back to not using TikTok friendly words. It frustrates me. I don't know how many times I've said grape, not intentionally or unaliving.
All the goddamn time. It's embarrassing.
Oh my
at
gosh!
this point.
Did you see? I don't know if you guys like saw the recent Jubilee video with both Parker and Dean, but Dean literally said unalive,
Yes,
and then he like
he did.
stopped himself and was like murder.
I saw it. It was Dean. I thought I feel really bad for Dean because, and I could see it hurt his feeling because he made a video about it, which to me reflected he was hurt, and I don't blame him. That he was voted off the island very quickly, and he only got one question in because I actually thought he did a great job in that short amount of time, like a really good job.
I agree.
I did
And
too.
he got really screwed over, and it's really frustrating because I think he would have really I've come to like Parker a lot actually, but like Parker got a lot of time, and Dean got half a question, and I don't want to take time away from Parker, but like I didn't like the other people, and maybe it's just because I'm biased towards the two of them. But like I wanted Dean to have more fucking time, so I am kind of upset he didn't get that for him.
Yeah, I didn't like the setup of the
The
like
flag.
how they
The
were
flags.
getting shared
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I think Parker would have also done so much better, but he did feel rushed because of the timer. So he would fumble a little bit.
Absolutely.
And I think if
Absolutely.
he didn't have that, he would have been able to he would have been able to eat him alive.
I think Parker doesn't respect that he is quick, and he makes the bad assumption that people are able to keep up, and that's a bad assumption. People who are in like do debates and stuff, they'll keep up. But I would imagine the average person watching Parker was just, they felt overwhelmed. They felt like they're watching Destiny. And, that's not necessarily a compliment in the sense that Destiny can just say a lot of stuff really quickly that sounds really good, but you don't really understand what's being said. And so, like, I wish he had
There's
slowed
something
it
wrong
down
with
because he's got
Destiny.
good argument. Yeah, I agree as well.
I think
'Cause
that was
he's
different.
got
I don't
good
know what it
arguments.
is.
I think that
I can't point
Go ahead.
like I can't point to it, but like I get like real weird vibes from that man. Like that man's got some problems.
Well, the difference I feel between Parker and Destiny is that when Parker says what he says, it's in a more digestible way. Like people can understand it better than what Destiny says, because he tries to use words that a lot of people just aren't going to understand.
Yeah, agreed. Corey, what's your take?
I love Charlie Kirk.
Great. How old are you, Corey?
I'm 18.
Okay. And you're graduating high school this year, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're like 12.
Nice,
Or you're
right?
not 12. You're like 14.
Okay, so what's the point of asking them if they're 18 if you're just going to follow up?
Because I want to make sure if I get the sense that they're not 18, like I'm not asking just to ask. I'm asking because I want to know, because I don't want to have to ever debate someone who is 18. And if I get the sense that they're lying, and I got the sense he was lying, then I'm going to ask a follow-up question. If I don't get the sense he's lying, then I'm not going to ask a follow-up question. I mean, that's just for me, Mac. You don't have to follow that rule, but you don't have as much liability as I do, right? Everyone's constantly trying to like fabricate shit, try to attack me for everything. And so a part of it is the fact that like I don't ever want to risk it. But honestly, the other part of it is I just don't think I would feel good about it. Even if a person is 18, at this point, I don't think I would feel good talking to someone who if I later found out, like I was really, really, really angry. Every time I've ever learned, like the Leo thing, I was really angry he lied. I was really angry because I didn't want to be put in that position. I don't want to have to talk to a child. I don't want someone to fool me into that. Like that's fucked up. I don't like it. It fucks me up. Like it's not about even optics. It's just like, it makes me uncomfortable. Like I don't think people should be talking to other people's kids. I just don't. So to learn that I am being tricked into that, that's fucked up. So I don't understand why you think I'm crazy for that. Like you're closer to their age, so it's not weird for you. Like you're a lot closer to their age, right?
I don't think you're crazy. It's just like now we have no op.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm not like he's in the request. I can drop. You can bring him up. Like I'll happily stay. I'll happily stay. Happily stay.
No, I just like don't understand the point of asking like if they're 18, if like you're gonna like also say that you don't want to debate someone in high school, I guess. I guess that's what I don't get.
For me, it's both. I want to make sure the person is 18 and out of high school. That's for me. That's my personal boundary.
I can agree with Irish. I wouldn't debate somebody who's my son's age, and my son is 18.
I like Mac, especially the way that I do debate. I would not feel comfortable with that. Like it's just like I would not feel comfortable with it. Like the idea. So like in Ireland, right? In Ireland, you can go out drinking when you're 18, right? And so the idea that I'm in a bar with people who are 18, like that's something I have to be used to because that's just how it is. But knowing I'm in a bar where I know there's 18-year-olds who are still in school, that freaks me out. Like that's fucking weird to me. Like I don't like that. So like in Ireland, even because it's 18 plus, there are bars where you go to that just don't have 18-year-olds.
Right. I was just more so like, I don't understand. Like, there needs to be a different question, and you need to make up a different question that isn't just, are you 18?
What do you think? I mean, I usually say, are you
I don't
18?
know.
And then
Maybe
I
ask
ask,
them if they're out of high school. Like,
Well,
because what's the
did
point in
Irish
saying
ask if he
we?
was 18, or did he ask how old he was?
Well, he asked how old. But
He
he
said
also
18,
said,
and then Irish followed up.
yeah, I know, but I guess like, what's the point of having the age limit at 18 if like, you know?
well, because if I say, are you out of high school? And they say yes, they could still be 17. So I have to ask both questions, for me anyway. Now, it's just really just that one border. That 18 is someone who could be in high school and someone who could not be. Like, it's just a little bit more, I don't know. When they say 18, I'm just going to double check it.
It's also strange that he says he's 18. He's a few months older than my son, but my son's in college.
Yeah, I mean, Mac, we could talk about it offline, but like, it's not just performative. Like, as Ernesto's saying, like, especially how I debate, I would genuinely feel bad. And like, I'm aware I can be tricked. I'm keenly aware I can be tricked. But if I get the sense that someone is lying, that's not me being tricked. That's me just tolerating it. And I wouldn't do that. Oh, I mean, mine makes a good point. There you go, Mac. I'm okay with that. I mean, it's going to make it harder, though. But we could make it 19 plus. That's pretty much the same thing. I wouldn't have to ask about high school at that point.
What was mine's question?
I mean,
But that would mean dropping every 18-year-old. I don't think you're prepared to do that.
I mean, we could try it, but again, I just don't like. That's what I didn't understand. I don't understand having the 18 age limit and then also being like, well, if you're in high school, no. That's what I don't get.
Because it's both.
I
Yeah.
know you've explained it. It just doesn't make sense to me because it's like, why even have the 18 age limit in the first place? Like, what's the point?
Well, Mac, it doesn't make sense to you just because you're so young.
You're closer to it. It's
No,
sort of
no,
like this.
that's
It's
not what
like
I'm saying.
Mac.
What I'm saying.
I can explain it to you like this, Mac. If you were to ask,
No, I know what you're saying. It's just like we shouldn't even have 18.
yeah.
to begin with.
So then let's do 19 plus. I'm totally good with that. But
Okay,
but it's
we can
sort
do
of
that.
it's sort of like this. And sorry to anyone in here who's like this, right? It's like asking someone how old they are, and you ask me, and I say I'm 73. Okay, I'm already talking to a 73-year-old. But then you ask me, am I in an old age care facility? And I say yes. That might make you feel a little bit more awkward about debating the way that you debate. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would have no problem shouting at a 73-year-old who's walking around like Trump. But if there's a 73-year-old who's in an old age, I'm about to die facility, I'm not going to talk to them the same way. I would
No, I
talk
know
to
what you
someone
mean.
who's
I
got-
just
think Mac
like
would cook.
I think
Mac would.
I guess like
But I wouldn't.
no. I know what you mean. I know why you do it. I guess like my whole point was like, what's the point of having it be 18 if we're gonna kick out like half of the 18-year-olds? So we might as well just make it 19.
I'm totally good with that. Yeah.
Okay, then we can make it 19.
Yeah, that's great. All right, sweet.
I mean,
All right.
I was 18 whenever I first started high school, so like, poor me, I would have been excluded from this. But
Oh,
you know.
trust me. As you get older, you
Well,
start.
not first started high school,
excluding-
but I was
When you first started.
no, I was 18. Yeah, I was 18 before like my senior year even started, so like I was held back. But that's okay.
Yeah. But like as you get
To all
older,
of the
you'll
people
start
in the comments
realizing.
who think that we're fighting, this is not us fighting.
Oh, this is not us fighting. No, I don't see anyone. I'm looking at the comments. No one's saying we're fighting.
No. Scroll up.
Oh, okay. I am scrolling up. I just haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
I see
This is
Dom.
not us fighting.
I see Dom saying men don't know when to stop talking. I think
Someone said mommy and daddy are fighting again. Why do you guys always say that? It's so weird.
Well,
Stop calling Irish mommy.
we did talk about it
Oh
that
my God.
it doesn't make sense for us to be mommy and daddy. It makes more sense for it to be you to be grandma in this situation.
No.
I'm sorry, it kind of does. You're kind of grouchy. You're kind of grumpy. You kind of like.
When
You
did
kind
we
of like.
talk about this? When did this like?
Oh, this was
when?
because people make the joke about me being Mrs. Kenzie. So they were like, well, we can't have Mac then. It can't be mommy and daddy if Irish is Miss Kenzie. If Irish is Mr. Kenzie. So you were appointed grandma Oh, Ernesto may have found it, do you?
No. I want to point out where to go.
Oh my gosh. Not the green screen error.
Yep.
That I misses.
Corey, you did not say 2006. You said 2005. They were pointing out that he said 2005, and now he's trying to say.
Yeah, why can't I just be like, why can't it just be like a like sisterly, like sibling relationship?
Yeah, we talked about a lot of people talk about a big brother, little annoying sister as well. They have also said
Oh my
that.
god.
I don't agree with
Bruh.
them, Mac. I think that's fucked up. Like, I don't think you're a little annoying sister, but you're right. A lot of people have suggested that.
No, that's what you suggested. Don't lie. You cunt. Like, I can't with you. But no, like, anyways, what I was gonna say was that, I think it's more so like, yeah, like sibling bickering. But to the people in the comments who think that we were fighting, no, this is not at all anywhere close to us fighting.
But T.
Yeah, how's it going? Hope
Yeah, no,
everybody's
it's going
having a good night.
exactly as we expected it to go. You're back, which is what we expect from guys like you.
No, I mean, I wanted to pay my favorite TikTokers a visit. So you guys were live, so yeah.
And entertain us, T. What have you got to do to entertain us?
I'm sorry? Kind of cut off.
Entertain us.
Oh, no. I just wanted to come say what's up. What's going on? You guys are deciding whether to let Corey up or not?
No, Corey's not coming up. So again, what's your take?
On what's on
This
the...
is like now the third day in a row that you've decided to spend your night with me, and it's just getting a little weird.
No, it's the second night. We just had a really long...
I think it's the third night, isn't it?
No, it's the second night. It's the second night.
Feels like the 17th night, Irish.
Yeah, because this is definitely the third live.
Yeah, but we met last night. It was just a long night.
Okay. Can I ask you, do you have any self-awareness as to why did you come back to spaces where you have been rejected and made to look like an idiot? Why do you think you do that?
Why do I think I do that? Because I don't think I look like an idiot at all. I don't know.
You don't think you looked bad when you
Not at all.
told everyone that you wanted to grape me?
No, because I think most people can make the assumption that it was just a joke.
Okay, you don't think you look weird when you're making grape jokes?
No, I just love your attention. I don't love your takes. I think you're an intellectual. I think you're a hilarious person. So
I know you are drawn to me, but I'm asking you, have you ever thought about why you're drawn to me?
because you're just a hilarious, extremely flexible.
Irish's DMs are open.
Bro, why is T obsessed with me?
He doesn't even follow me back.
T, why, like,
How dare
you're
you? How are you
weird.
saying he's
How am I
obsessed
gonna
with
message
you?
you?
He's
You're
definitely more
following
obsessed
back.
with me, Mac. What are you talking about?
Bro, don't gaslight me.
It's a 50-50. T, who are you more obsessed with, Mac or me?
Both of you are great human beings. Love both of you.
Okay, but out of 100%, and a 50% each person is
I'm
obviously
leaning
straight down
more
the middle.
towards the Irish TED Talk.
Yeah, sorry, Mac. Mac's
Okay,
ego
so-
always thinks she's the center of attention.
Bro.
See?
I
Even
literally
T gets
am.
it. Even T gets it.
You are a little self-centered, but that's fine. Maybe you'll grow out of it.
What?
That was to you, Mac, not me.
You guys are just, like, bro, no, like, but for real though, T, like, why are you fucking weird? Like, do you get laid like this?
Bro, I'm just doing me. I'm not even
Like,
calling
do
someone
you get laid?
that. Yeah, of course.
Because I don't think you do.
That's between me and my partners.
For those in the
It's just like
comments,
you're
I am,
weird.
I am.
Like,
You know what would be weird though?
You
If
say
I
weird
tried super hard to
things.
prove to you that I am. But I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, so you're here because you don't have any other friends, and you think I'm really
Yes,
funny.
I'm very lonely, Irish. I'm just like
Okay.
you.
And
I
you
spend
think I'm
my nights
really
on TikTok
funny.
Live.
So you want to be my
Irish.
friend? So you want to be my friend?
Yeah, why not? Let's be
Yeah,
friends.
Mac, what's up?
I have a business law test tomorrow, I feel like I should study for it, but I just like don't want to.
Please do. I will keep the live going. Promise you.
I might in a little bit like look over some stuff, but I don't know.
How
Just like
how are you doing in the class overall? Like, have you gotten any grades back?
it's fucking common sense, like a lot of it.
Yeah, I would agree with
Except
that.
for like there's some like definitions that I probably need to like reread, but I feel like it's mostly just common sense.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think it's fair.
Like it's easy shit.
Oh, my fault.
It's not supposed to be hard.
I didn't mean to disregard you. That's
It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
I have more of a like education and like I feel like I know more about like law than that fake ass lawyer who came up here earlier. I know like nothing.
There was someone in the comments who said that he was a real lawyer, which I don't like. Given how bad he was with the law school thing, I'm not sure I believe.
Yeah, you could just.
But I
look that
would have
up.
thought it was really funny. Kelvin, what's your take?
What's up? Yeah,
You go, Kelvin.
what the Mrs. wrote here does not make sense, and I think it's wrong on her part because she's kind of like exposing herself to the world.
What is she exposing herself as?
Like, so I'm the type of person, like she just said the word common, right? Like she said, oh, it's a common sense. But if you think about it, not everybody's in common, so it's not all the same sense, so to speak, right? So she has this mentality where it says false accusation don't ruin lives, but it kind of does in every aspect. Any false accusation could ruin.
So
But wait, let me finish.
So what
I'm saying is-
assumption
just let me, real quick,
are you making
30
about
seconds.
me?
Because you're attacking the person who, according to you, was falsely attacked and was accused. But what about the person who created the lie, the chaos? They lied from the beginning. So that state of mind should be fixed, not the person who got caught up in a tornado that didn't even know existed.
I hear that.
But when did she
So
defend
wait,
the...
you just said that you like make us like. What assumption does that lead you to believe about me? Because that's how you like led the conversation.
There's a saying, I might chop this up, but a flock of feathers, birds fly together or something like that.
So what, you think I make
No,
false
that's right.
allegations or
100%.
That you make it, but that you're okay with doing it without carrying the other person's consequence, reputation, whatever.
where does it say that?
I mean, look what you're saying.
Where does it
here.
say that I'm okay
You're
with
literally,
it?
like psychologically, between the lines here, you're saying false accusation don't ruin life. So what you're saying that even if they falsely accuse you, it's not gonna ruin their life. It's okay. Like that is crazy.
It's not that it's okay, but it's that it won't ruin your life.
You look what you just said right now. Look, think about it. It's false. It doesn't even exist.
How
So
does
you're
it ruin their
creating
life?
that, and you're
How
saying
does it ruin their
that's
lives?
sick.
How does it ruin their lives? We're talking about false allegations, generally speaking, right? So generally speaking, explain to me how false allegations ruins lives. And just for the context of this conversation, let's make it specific to the United States and specific to white men.
So for the white man, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of the white card. So it's kind of a little different. This goes more to like the Hispanics and the blacks. White privilege does exist, which I believe, I'm assuming the host is white, the way she sounds. I don't know. But
Yeah.
it's just based on how she talking and how she like presenting
So this is
herself.
only directed really towards white men. And
What-
so,
Statistically-
because statistically, black men are more likely to be falsely accused and falsely convicted. So when people ask about the racial impact of it, you got to think of it like this. A false allegation on its own doesn't ruin a life, but a false allegation plus racism can ruin a life.
Yeah, I agree with them.
There's a reason why whenever people come up here and they try to say, here's examples of people whose lives have been ruined, who have been convicted, who had their lives turned upside down, they're almost always black. And that's because America is a fucking racist country. It's
Yeah.
not because America cares about protecting victims. They don't care about protecting victims.
Kelvin,
They care
what,
about penalizing black people.
Kelvin, like, what does like me sounding white have to do with the prompt? I was kind of confused on that comment.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm judging. I'm assuming. I'm guessing. But it feels like you have always good privilege. Like you're spoiled. So you saying this is like some like that, like
Spoiled
princess
how?
thinking. Like
You're coming from a privileged perspective.
He's saying,
No,
and
no,
it's
no,
a
but
Mac, but Mac, what he's
spoiled
saying, and
how?
what he's saying, and it's very true. What he's suggesting is that you're not black, so you don't know how racism can be used to hurt
or
black men's
Spanish. Not
lives,
Spanish
Or
either.
or Spanish, someone who's
Or
not
my
white.
Hispanic brothers.
So that's what he's talking about
Hermanos.
privilege. He's specifically talking about the fact that you wouldn't be aware how false allegations plus racism could be harmful. That's what his
Right,
point
because
is.
she creates it. Her and her kind create it.
Kelvin, given the fact that that is actually one of the core points we talk about in this life, you understand that would be like your concern, like ordinarily would be fine, but
Wait,
it's
wait.
something
He just said that I create it. No, no, no.
You,
Don't let him
Mac,
escape.
you,
Oh, I
What does
didn't.
that
you
mean,
and your
Kelvin?
kind, not just you.
Yeah. So, for example, create.
He's talking about
It
white
doesn't exist.
women.
Okay. What is? Can we look up the definition? False. What does false mean? Like it's false, right? It doesn't exist.
Correct.
It's not right. It's not correct, right? You're literally putting here on public platform. False accusations don't ruin lives. Let's break that down word for word here.
Yeah.
False.
Yeah, they don't.
What do you mean they don't? They make you look.
They
Yo,
don't. Outside of false convictions, they don't. So any like any accusation, like any false accusation that arises, that doesn't lead to like a false conviction, like
it's not about the conviction part. It's about the fact
almost
you
all
created
of
it.
them are not ruining someone's life.
It's not about.
That's the
It's not
argument.
even
What
about
do you
the
mean you created
conviction.
it? What do you mean by you created it? I don't
Oh my
understand what you're
God.
meaning there.
Again, created. So it's false. It never began. It never was real. It never was there. So the woman falsely created in her mind and then went to the police and tried to make it real, but it didn't stick. So it was a false accusation.
I would say her intention definitely was to ruin the man's life.
Correct.
She's falsely accusing.
Her intentions was to hurt him, to bring him down, and he never even did nothing.
It may have been. That may be your intention, but what you're not hearing is that even if that's the intention, the actual impact of a false allegation, for the most part, the
And you
vast,
keep letting
vast
her
majority.
slide. Why do we keep letting
Hang on.
her slide? You're saying the
How am I
impact. Forget the
sliding her?
impact. Why is she created in the first place? Psychologically, she needs to go to Dr. Phil.
No. Kelvin, if a person makes a false accusation, they should go to jail. I've got no problem with that. If someone files a false police report or makes a false statement to the cops, they should go to jail. Nobody's disagreeing with that. What we're saying, though, is that if a false allegation is made, overwhelmingly, that's not going to ruin a person's life. And we're saying that not from a place of emotion. That's just facts.
What if the guy has a family, teenager kids, and all that? You don't think that's
Yeah.
going to change
What if?
everything, even if it's
What if?
false?
You tell me. What if?
Yeah,
What will happen?
even if he beats the charges, it's the way it looks. Unfortunately,
You're assuming there'd be even charges. Why?
because she said that conviction. So I'm assuming we're going that far. If she's making her make Disney movies,
No, you didn't, Kelvin. You didn't hear what she said. What she said was false allegations are not the same
accusations.
as
You're
false
telling me?
convictions.
Okay.
Did you hear that, Calvin?
Dude, it's the same umbrella. You're trying to separate it. It's the same umbrella.
Hang
It's
on.
false.
You could say it's the
It's a
same umbrella.
movie.
It's not the same thing.
nightmare.
You understand that, right?
Intention's definitely there. So I agree. I
Like
agree
Kelvin,
with you, Iris.
Kelvin,
You
it's as
definitely
simple
should
as
arrest.
this, right? For every 100 people who are reported to the cops for grape, for every 100, only 15 of them lead to a charge. Only 15. So that means 85% of people
You know
never
what's
get
crazy?
charged.
Now that I think about it, it's people with this state of mind what ruins other people when they really
Did
go
you just
through
hear
it.
what I just said, Kelvin?
Yes, I heard you. I heard you.
No,
Okay,
wait,
so-
what did he say, Kelvin? Because you went off before you finished.
He's
his statement.
saying that she's saying that accusations and the other word he said that are not the same, that apparently in her world that it's okay to separate the two, that in the court of law it won't stick, basically. It's not my words, but what he meant.
No, and what I understood from that is that there's no problem with them getting accused of it because
That's not what I said, Kelvin. What I said
It's like
was,
exactly what Iris. I mean, I thought Iris was speaking.
yeah, that's not what I said, Kelvin. What I said was for every, or let me even go a different way, for every 300 men who grape a woman, okay? I want you to think of the number 300 in your head. There's 300 rapists, okay? Only 100 of them
the movie
will
300.
be reported to the police, okay? Of the 100 that are reported to the police, a lot of men come up here and they believe that the majority of those men get charged and go to jail. That's not what happens. For 100 men who get reported to the police, or pardon me, for the 100 men who are reported to the police, 15 of them So 15 out of the 100 who are reported and 15 out of the 300 who did it, only 15 will end up being charged and only 7 of them will end up going to jail. So that's why I'm trying to say a false allegation is not even close to the same thing as a false conviction.
Okay, now hold that thought. Everything you said, I'll go with it, right? Here in Jersey and Hudson County, there's a lot of that nasty stuff going on, right? Now, what I am saying is what you just said, keep the numbers in your mind. You said 115. Okay, and I'm assuming, I don't know if this is accurate, but it's just the way math adds up, right? With this state of mind that she has, because of this, let's say hypothetically speaking, every woman comes up with this idea of let's falsely accuse, whatever the case was she thinking. Eventually it's like crying wolf. Cops are gonna be like, yo, enough of this. And I'm assuming this is what happened.
Why do you?
Huh?
Because you're
What are
constantly
you
making
talking? Are
false
you talking
reports and you're
about
hurting for
me
the
or
ones that
some
really go through
random
it.
woman?
He's talking
What are
about
you
you.
talking about?
Why do you
You're
keep
saying now, oh my God,
she?
accusation, and you're saying, what was the other word? When you basically go and say that you falsely did it. So because of that false accusation, the ones that really go through it, now it's hurting them because there's so many reports of false. So
There's not so many reports though.
he just said out of
Yeah,
100
Irish said
reports,
if you get
he just said out
accused
of
of
100
rape,
reports, only
you're
fifteen
not
get
guilty.
False
arrested.
reports
He said
of
there's
false
85%
reports.
I
chance.
never talked about false
That
reports,
wasn't
Kelvin.
false
That
reports.
wasn't
Those were
false. Yeah.
actual reports of actual
Dude,
assaults.
it's all the same
So
thing. How
no,
can
it's
you?
not the same thing because when actual rapists do it, actual rapists don't even get charges. But the
I'm not
thing
talking about
is,
the
no, but
grapist.
no,
I'm talking
but
about the
like
accusation, the
fuck
false, the
even that
person
though.
doing it. There is no
Forget that
grapist in this.
though.
Kelvin, how about you
Forget
don't
that.
talk over Dom?
My thing is that you keep saying she mad hard. Like you keep pointing it to her so hard right now, and then you proceeded to try to use her white privilege, which first of all, she knows she has. You don't gotta fucking point that out. That has nothing to do
Yeah, she has white
with
privilege.
being a grape. Shut up, T. That has nothing to do with being graped. Grape doesn't see color. First of all, grape don't see gender. Grape don't see color. So the fact you mute right goddamn now, T. I'm not playing with you. So for you to like point that out to try to kind of like make what she's saying not matter was really fucking weird because I'm a black woman. So if I tell you the same thing as her, am I somehow more wrong than her because stop talking? Am I somehow more wrong than her because I have less privilege? Because I'm someone with less privilege saying it to you. And why are you bringing up woman's privilege or bringing up what privileges you think she has, but you have yet to acknowledge male privilege, the privileges that you have? And are you white or black? Like,
God.
no, I'm asking you, are you white or are you black?
Brown, actually.
Oh, good. So you're BIPOC. That's all you had to say. BIPOC. Like, it's not. I don't know why y'all
Point.
trip around that question so much. Because I'm just asking that. Like, is the pot calling the kettle black or what's going on? Because you deflected
No,
so
that
hard.
women out here in a
No, because
public
you
platform is accusing
deflected
falsely of
so
people.
hard. You deflected so hard by trying to
Isn't that
bring up
weird?
her
People falsely
YT
accusing?
privilege.
That's not weird.
Nobody here said it wasn't. Not a single
What
person here.
look what she just wrote in
Not
her
a
false accusation. Don't go in
single
lights.
person here has
Bro,
said that it's right.
I've never made a false accusation of sexual misconduct or rape or anything like
Like
that,
you
and you're
do
out
is
here
about
saying that
that.
I think it's okay.
Mac, you just
How
have to
many,
say you don't believe false accusations are right, and
Kelvin?
that's
How
it.
many people do you know who've been falsely accused, or was it you?
Well,
I don't know, but I know a
you,
lot of people that.
Kelvin, hold on,
Okay.
Kelvin. Before you answer that, T, I'm just going to ask you one time. If you're put on mute and you unmute before anybody asks you to talk, Calvin's entertaining enough for you not to be up here. I can just drop you down to the comments.
Yeah,
So
you
if you're
can if
in
you want
mute,
to. That's fine.
you could stay up here. I don't
No,
have
I
a
get it.
problem.
I know what you're saying. That's fine. I get the point.
But yeah, if you could, I mean, if they're having a conversation, great. I mean, if you want to jump in, great. But do not overtalk anyone, and we're good.
Yeah, got it.
He asked me a question, right?
Go
And I
ahead,
want to
Kelvin.
answer that peacefully, respectfully. So this is what I'm saying. She don't know me. She has never met me. She don't know nothing about me. And she literally just asked me a question as if I did something, falsely accusing me based of
Oh my
what?
goodness.
Of a conversation. You literally just asked me that. Don't pop
said,
out now.
No one
Don't pop
falsely
out.
I
Oh
accused
my
you of
God.
said,
anything.
do you know anyone, or is it you?
like you can't be trusted. And this is what I'm saying. With your state of mind,
You're
look how you're
deflecting.
dressed.
You're
So
not
I can only
answering a
imagine if
simple
things don't go
question
your
I
way,
asked
if a
you.
guy denies.
You're not asking a
Kelvin, can you
simple question
stop
I
fucking
answered.
interrupting her? Like you keep doing it. She
I
asked you a
asked you
direct
the
question.
simplest of questions. I'm literally like damn near monotone right now, and I asked you a
I was a
question.
rapist in some other word.
I
You know she didn't.
absolutely did
Kelvin.
not. I said, who do you know, or was it you who was falsely accused? Because sometimes it could be you. Or do you know somebody who was falsely accused?
You
That
wasn't
was the
seriously.
question. But because you feel like a kicked dog right now, you're getting mad at me. So it's either answer a yes or no question,
Kelvin, have you
or
been
that
falsely
could lead
accused?
to assumption.
Or let me rephrase the question. Kelvin, have you ever been accused of sexual assault by any person?
Hell no, you bugging. But it's
Okay,
people
do you have
like
any
you.
friends? Do you have any friends that have ever been accused of sexual assault?
Oh,
Okay, great. That's all she asked you. So
Well,
why are you getting angry at her?
why was it so easy for you to
because she's
answer?
being
I
sarcastic,
respect
and no, that's not. She don't ask me because she's caring or she wants to help. No, she's asking because she's trying to be like fishing. She's
Kelvin, you tried to suggest that
trying
the
to get me
host
like.
is the type of person who makes false allegations based upon her prompt. So based upon you being so upset about this prompt, Dom was using your logic to understand whether or not you were personally invested in this topic.
All right, well, she's trying to defend sick, wicked stuff. That's why I'm going against it. That's it.
She's not defending
You're
wicked
you're
stuff.
getting a lot from like a couple of sentences that I said. Like you're getting a whole entire story spun from sentences, and that's actually
Answer
wild to
me,
me.
and you question
I
me.
didn't though. I asked you a question. I
I'm
asked you a
asking you a
question,
question now.
and you're
What,
getting you. What's the question? What's the question then?
the question is your state of mind. You don't think this is wrong? Falsely accusing somebody is wrong?
I absolutely think it's wrong. Absolutely, and I can admit that.
Arguing? Why you fighting?
Very.
That's
I'm
it.
not
That's
fighting
my
shit.
point. There, forget
I'm
everything
not
else.
fighting anything. That's why I asked you. Do you know somebody? Do you? That's all I asked. That's all I simply asked.
Up
That's
here
like asking.
wagging
That's
her,
like
talking about
asking. Yo,
white privilege, defending her. Like,
who
go
drank
ahead.
the rest of my juice? And somebody get defensive. It's you. You
It
drank
sounds
the
like
juice
it sounds like a
because that's
personal
how
thing.
you're
I don't even
acting
know you.
right
It sounds like
now.
you're a couple.
Kelvin,
That's
You
what
know
you're
that?
acting
Kelvin,
like right now, though.
Kelvin, can I ask you?
Kelvin.
Do you think the host thinks it's okay to falsely accuse? Are you
Yes,
assuming that?
because she's in a public
Well, I don't.
platform and
Well, I
literally putting
don't.
this in the airwave, making it seem like yes, it's okay to do this. Nah, man, somebody got to stand up.
I would agree
I'll
if
be a
Kelvin,
public
that's what
defender
you're
you
not
around
the
here.
asked me,
victim.
Kelvin. I would wholeheartedly
Kelvin,
agree.
And I'm
If
curious
that's
what
what
law
happened.
school
Hold up,
Kelvin, you're not the
you
victim
going
here.
for?
You're not the victim here. You came up here insinuating that you're some sort of a victim, and you did that
You're the
through
victim.
like
You're the one
no,
lying
like
about people.
how am I lying about people? Like just
Accuse-
because right, I
Right.
haven't falsely accused anyone. Just because I'm white doesn't mean that I'm Carolyn Bryant. Like that's not the same thing,
Kelvin,
bro.
who did she accuse?
Fear.
Kelvin, who
God
did she
forbid.
accuse?
God forbid I say that.
Kelvin, who is it she accused?
Wants to somebody, obviously. Falsely
That-
So
accused.
she didn't
Look
accuse
what she's
anyone,
putting
Kelvin,
here.
correct? Kelvin, you insecure little
Somebody who-
bitch. Kelvin, stop being a little bitch. Just say yes or
Who
no.
denied
Did
it?
she accuse anyone, yes or no?
The guy that
Who
denied
did she
it.
accuse?
The high school crush that she never got, and that's why she accuses. That's her way to get him back.
Okay,
Wait,
and
so
what's your evidence?
Psychologically, here.
So you're a
State of mind,
psychological
words,
expert? Please tell me your
patterns,
psychological
behavior.
expertise.
She talks about
Kelvin, what's your psychological expertise?
literally does this every
Kelvin, what's your psychological expertise?
day of
No,
life.
don't mute him. Let him talk.
University
let
of
him
Life. 8 years in prison for robbery. Read a lot of books.
You?
I saw a lot of TV. Law and Order,
Bro,
Criminal
wait,
Minds.
are you just going off of assumption here, Kelvin?
Assumption?
Like, who did?
No, I lived this.
My brother in
No.
Christ.
Why? What
I've
do
been
you?
in
What do
courtrooms
you?
my whole life. I've been dealing with judges, prosecutors, lawyers my whole life.
That
Kelvin,
don't.
what are you saying about me? You just said something about a high school crush. Like what?
Yeah,
what's
something
your
happened in
story?
your life that you said, yo, we're gonna bash this man because you feel powerless, you feel hurt. So the only way for you to get back is trying to like hurt him like that, falsely accusing because you know you can't do nothing. You're hurt, whatever the case may be. So psychologically, you don't heal, you don't know how to grow up, and because of that, you want to ruin somebody else's life
Kelvin, you
because
do
it's falsely
realize,
accusing.
Kelvin, all right, you made your point. You do realize you're doing the
Who did I
exact same
falsely
thing.
accuse?
You're doing the exact same thing you claimed Dom was doing to you. You do realize that, right?
Literally. But in
What I'm
like
saying that this
full-blown-
woman here
Kelvin.
is saying that it's okay.
Kelvin,
I'm listening.
Kelvin, Kelvin, who did I falsely accuse?
Whoever you just put in this airwave right here, you just said false accusation don't ruin life. So tell me, why does it ruin life? Give me an example.
Yeah, because real accusations don't ruin lives. So it's hard to believe that false accusations ruin lives when legitimate accusations also don't ruin lives.
From the host, give me why you
That
came
was
up
the
with this
host.
thought.
She's the one who's
Tell me
talking,
why, what
bro.
studies
That
you
was the
came up
host.
with for you to come to a public platform and social media and say that this does not ruin.
Hang on, Random. Are you in opposition, Random?
Yeah, I would say that. I am a, an older gentleman.
Okay, so just one
daughter.
second. Mac, I'm curious. Like Kelvin honestly seems like his mind is fried, like genuinely. I'm happy if you want to keep talking to him. Like it just feels like a waste of time. Like he's not taking in any
He's
information.
institutionalized as
Well, no,
fuck.
Kelvin thinks that
You
the
guys are
prompt.
defending
Hold
the
on,
host. She hasn't
Kelvin.
talked yet.
I
This
do
is
want
what
to.
she's
I want to make
doing.
a point, Kelvin.
She's
One
using
sec,
you guys
Kelvin,
to trying to
if I
justify
could.
her behavior before she comes out the
Kelvin,
closet, so to speak.
wait. Here's the
Bro,
point.
She's
I've
making
never
you guys look
falsely
like the
accused
fool.
someone.
Kelvin,
I've never falsely accused anyone.
I just need you to understand this one thing,
The
Kelvin.
TikTok security guards are in full effect.
Hold on, T.
Let's take it
Hold on,
easy.
T.
They will take your mic
T.
away if you don't relax.
And we will drop you when
Control
you
my
don't
emotions.
follow
Obviously,
the
false accusing
instructions.
can't control their
Hold on,
emotions.
Kelvin, because this is the point I want to make. The prompt itself is not saying it's okay. This is what you're not understanding. This is the only thing you're not understanding. The prompt itself is not saying it's okay, and that's where that's where you're stuck. That's not what the prompt means.
Still, respectfully, I'm gonna give you from the bottom of my heart. Literally, I was doing my rounds, and I could literally read what it says. If it doesn't have like parentheses in the bottom, say, well, yes, this, that. It's in black and white. Like, what does it not mean from what it just like reads there? False
Okay.
accusations don't ruin.
Then let
Tell
Mac,
me what
let the
language,
host,
world, universe I'm in.
Kelvin, let the host explain what she means by the prompt. How about we do that? That way you can better understand what she means, as opposed to assuming what she means.
The fact you think he's going to understand this is
Kelvin,
like,
if you could, if you want to.
I mean, I'm more so hung up on the fact that like he believes that like I'm contributing to false allegations. Like he hasn't substantiated that at all. Kelvin, you're just spouting bullshit.
Bullshit.
Like I've never falsely accused anyone.
Bro, like based off the fact
Shit.
that she's white, like I call white people on
No,
this shit.
literally based off of the fact that you came up here with nothing other than the fact that like I have white privilege and I guess you think that I'm Carolyn Bryant. Like I don't know.
I call
Not the
white
first time
people
someone said
Every
that.
day on your life, you live, breathe, and sleep about this.
You are so institutionalized that it's actually ridiculous, bro. And
really think I
to
live.
think that you have some
Single
kind of
day you and
you're
Iris talk about this.
institutionalized, and you think that because you're a fucking felon, you got some kind of like law clout or some shit like that. Like you want to talk about dealing with bro, I've dealt with judges and lawyers and so on and so forth too. My brother's a fucking felon. If we want to do that, bro,
Matt, can I ask him a question?
Well, I was just gonna
Go ahead.
really quickly ask Kelvin, why you said you see me and Irish both doing these lives every single night. Why don't you think Irish falsely accuses people? Irish is white, a white guy. Why don't you think that Irish contributes to false
bro.
accusations?
Me and Irish went toe to toe. I apologize. It is what it is. When I did this round and I saw this right here, I said, "Yo, hold on. Like this is now you're reaching. Now you're going too far. Now you're trying to bend the law and you're trying to say it's okay. You're trying to break the law. Actually, forget bend. You're trying to break the law, and it's okay. Like what? No,
I'm not saying that it's okay. Are you good?
Wait,
do you elaborate?
You good? This is what you think every day. Do you need help? Do you need?
Wait,
I would
what
pay
about
for
how I
some
dress?
sessions for your therapy or something.
Wait, hold up. What about how I dress? That's the second time I heard you almost make a comment about how I dress. What about how I dress? You could unmute now, bro. I'm asking you a question.
Oh, what happened? What?
What about how I dress?
No, you said I'm a felon, and I'm saying you a hoochie then, cause look how you dress.
Are you? You just said you was in jail, so you're a felon. You just said you
No,
were
that's
in jail.
according to you. I wasn't a felon. I was a prisoner against my own will. This woman here.
Wait, Kelvin.
You was a
Kelvin.
prisoner for doing a crime. I'm so sorry.
Kelvin, what did you go to jail for?
Robbery.
Okay, was it not a felony level though? Because for 8 years, that must have been a felony level robbery. You know that there's different levels of robbery, right? But for you to get 8 years, it must have hit a felony level.
What I am saying is that she is putting herself with those same government white
Kelvin, I'm
people.
not fighting, dude. I'm not fighting. I'm just asking you. Surely,
yes.
I'm right
She
that
is
you was
right.
a felon.
She
Okay,
is right,
so
but what I am saying is, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Those are your ways of looking at me. I was a prisoner.
But then
I don't care.
all right, I have nothing against felons, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I didn't say.
I don't trust you. You're weird. People like you are weird.
My brother is a felon. I love that man to the day.
No, you don't. No, you don't. If you knew the pain, you would know that this false accusation stuff is not cool, bro.
I'm literally going to school to be a psychologist so that I can help felons specifically.
And mind you,
literally, that's what I go to school for.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that you're very institutionalized thinking, and you think somehow that you have authority over the law in knowing these things because you're a felon. That's stupidity. It doesn't make you any worse because
I've been
you're
giving y'all the benefit of the
you're
doubt.
still a human being. You're still a person who deserves love and understanding and so on and so forth. But it doesn't make you the authority on these things just because you was on the other side of the bars. It doesn't.
All I'm saying is that, this woman here every single day talk. I've been giving y'all the benefit of the doubt because right here, this topic right here, she doesn't specifically say, what we're talking about, because false
And you're
accusation could ruin.
deflecting, and then every time I bring it up,
She
you're
talks about this every single day, so we know what she's
You're
aiming for.
deflecting back to
We
Mac
know what she's
because
aiming
first of
for.
all,
If you
you're
smart,
talking about Mac, but you just took part in
you want to
grape
be her
culture
lawyer so bad, and she's not even talking. Let her talk.
You just took part in
See,
grape
this is the problem
culture
with lawyers.
just
This is
now.
why lawyers go to hell.
You just took part in grape culture just now.
Yeah, bro, I'm calling you out. Yeah, talk. I'm listening.
Kelvin, again, I've never falsely accused anyone, and I think it's kind of grotesque for you to suggest that I've done otherwise or I want to do otherwise.
So then why talk about this? What is the protection
because I
in
think
this?
that
What is the protection? Tell me
dismantling
how a woman could protect
culture
herself by
is
falsely
productive.
accusing somebody. What is the protection there? How?
I'm not arguing to like
I'm not
make false
arguing.
allegations.
Apologetic conversation. My temperature voice low.
My argument is not that we should make false allegations. That's not the argument, bro. You just lack reading
How do y'all
comprehension.
women get to the point to make a false one then? Just out of curiosity. Out of your mind, how do you do it?
I don't know. I've never made a false accusation, so I don't know.
If you could,
You're gonna have to
hypothetically
ask
speaking, how
someone
would
who
you do
has.
it? I'm curious. How would you start it? How would you go about it?
I don't know. I've never made a false
Because for
accusation.
you to
so I
come in
don't
public
know.
platform, I'm pretty sure you have the backup answer. You wouldn't come up here not knowing. So that basically said you're getting debunked now. So you take the L.
What the hell are you talking about? I've literally never made a false accusation, so I don't know how I would start.
So you're making a false accusation right now about the false accusation.
He thinks Kelvin.
No,
and I
I've never made a false accusation.
He thinks that by you posting this, putting it up there, he thinks that you are okay with false accusations.
And let's go.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay. You know what? I am so wrong. Oh my God, I'm bugging. So am I supposed to read this backwards? Lies, ruin, don't, accusation, false. Is that how we read it? I'm sorry. Let me be something.
Again, you didn't ask what she meant by the prompt. You just assumed.
Okay, so then please elaborate.
Yeah, it literally just means that they don't ruin lives outside of false conviction. That's what it means.
Side of false convictions. So can I get an example, please, here?
Yeah, so if someone makes a false accusation which leads to a false conviction, that's wrong. And that does ruin a person's life. But if a person makes a false accusation and it doesn't go any farther than, just being spread around like a rumor, then it's not going to ruin that person's life.
Okay, so
that's what the prompt.
This is where the privilege comes in, right? So let me give you a scenario, and I hope you have some sympathy and some compassion, and try for once to get out your high horse and put yourself in someone else's shoes, right? So let's say.
No, I don't have to be tolerant of someone who just told me that I was going to make false accusations based off of nothing other than, I guess, white privilege.
I don't even understand
I'm
that.
not to be tolerant to that.
You know, I'm the first person to call out white people on their shit. That made no sense at all. That made no sense.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna tolerate that. Also, I think it's very interesting that he was very quick to point to different privileges that we weren't even talking about, because Irish just clarified that we're specifically talking mostly on, white men, since white men do make up 70% of rapists in this country.
75%.
75%, sorry. That's what we're mostly talking on. And so I think it's very interesting that he was really quick to jump to utilize, like, I guess, talking about white privilege, but he didn't want to recognize
His own.
his male privilege? I don't know.
He
Very
didn't want to
weird.
recognize. He didn't want to recognize his ignorance. He could not move past what he thought the prompt meant. That's all it was.
Yo, my mans, you just said sue a person for defecation. You gotta go to bed. You gotta go to bed.
I just
You
read that.
gotta go to bed. Besides the fact that too, like,
Defecation is insane.
besides the fact that you're trying to use like God, I hate the fact that I even have to like defend whiteness right now. This hurts me. But the fact you use Mac's whiteness against her and then said she sounds white, like you literally tried to use that and then in turn harmed the Black and BIPOC community just with that sentence. Just you indicating that there was a sounding white like out loud the way you did, you harmed the community that you're trying to tokenize in order to invalidate her. But like honestly though, like you're probably not even understanding what I'm saying is the problem. And then you took part in grape culture by trying to slut shame me for how I dress.
Kelvin, you are now going to be the reason why Dom has nightmares because she had to defend whiteness for a
I
minute.
had to defend whiteness. Just
Oh.
Irish, do you want to debate with Random?
It's defecation.
Yeah, Random, what's your take?
I have actually misunderstood this. My opposition was actually to what T and Kelvin were saying.
I doubt that.
No, it actually is. I might be a white dude, but I've also got a daughter that is LGBT, and she was raped at the age of 13.
Okay.
So, trust me, when it comes down to that, I do understand that 100%. The problem that I'm seeing that a lot of people are having with this issue is the fact that reading comprehension sucks in the United States. This does not say false accusations are okay. It just says it doesn't ruin lives. Now, I would say that maybe some of that is context because, as you guys said, you are mostly putting that towards the larger population of people who actually do commit that crime, which is white men. But at the same time, it might be a little bit easier if that was put in that title. Maybe it makes it a little bit easier. Or maybe people just need to actually start listening and figuring it out. Realistically, I can only think of personally one circumstance myself where a white man might have been falsely accused. It depends on how you take the way that the trial went down. And it actually did hurt his lifestyle, I guess you can say. And that would have been the Johnny Depp thing. If you take that situation.
Okay.
That's the only, but that's my point, is that's the only circumstance that I can think of within the white community that a false accusation actually ruined something within a life. So I actually agree with you. I was actually just coming in to be able to say that what they were saying, unfortunately, I think what it was is kind of the systematic issue where, Calvin was coming up as a person of color that did have those issues, that was in those societies, and he was thinking through his own lenses of how he would have been treated in that situation, instead of taking the context that you were giving him.
I think let's be real. Calvin was not. No one was going to be able to talk to Calvin, right? When someone joins these panels, right? If they are someone who is black or someone who has been actually falsely accused, and they get incredibly emotional and they get incredibly assertive about the idea that it does ruin lives, I think we're pretty quick to figure out that they're coming from the perspective that they're either personally traumatized because of a false allegation that happened to them, or due to the fact that as someone who's black, that being falsely accused is a lot more traumatic and a lot more likely, and will adapt accordingly, right? And so someone coming up being passionate in that way, that's not going to cause a fight, right? But I want to be super clear that the most passionate people who come up here, oddly enough, are not black men. Black men who come up and they often really just actually talk about the issue. For the most part, black men, when they come up to point out the fact that black men are being more discriminated against, and I don't know if that's them code switching because they're in alive with a lot of white people, and so they're realizing that if they show any emotion that they're going to be chastised for it. That may be why it is, but I can tell you overwhelmingly black men will join in order to make that point, and they're usually not in any way overly emotional, but it's almost always white guys coming up here who get incredibly emotional and then talk about black men and their experiences to justify their emotional reaction. So just to be
And
clear,
that's the defensiveness of what they think they have to protect within the race. Now the thing is, I will tell you, I used to be a jail officer that would transport people between the court systems, between the court and the jail cells. One thing that I did see throughout
is that a bailiff?
this period, not a bailiff. It's like I work for the county. It's just we transferred them from the county to the actual court and then brought them back. You would get a mix of people. Yes, overwhelmingly white. Now, the thing that I did notice within that circumstance is, like, we were in the courtrooms and we heard what they did, what was done. Often, in similar situations, you would see white men get, some type of way to be able to get out, whether it was on their own recognizance or a possibility of, like, bail that was set much less than the minority person would get.
Right.
So that systematic, it does evolve in there. So I get why that some people are defensive about that. Unfortunately, I think there's a lot of people that are just, they feel that they need to defend what they don't know about. So.
Yeah, but so let's go to the other issue, which is Johnny Depp thing. So I am one of the first people you'll find who jumps to point out Amber Heard was not a credible witness. She was found to have lied on the stand multiple times on demonstrable lies. Her lie as it pertains to the photograph being edited or not being edited was just so bad faith that I can never trust anything that comes out of her mouth. I have learned to say that just because I don't trust her, I don't think I'd go as far to say that she lied about being graped, because liars also get graped. I think that the way I view it is more so that my dog stepped on a bee. I think it's more so that I think it's fair to say that Amber Heard lacked credibility and was exposed multiple times as being a liar. And for that reason, I'm not going to say I believe Johnny Depp is a rapist. I'm not going to also say Amber Heard is a liar, because honestly, I could never know, and there's no benefit to me saying that she's a liar. I think I can just say I don't believe Johnny Depp is a rapist, or that, I don't know, I got to figure out the right phraseology, but I think we need to be careful that even when we think someone is not credible, there's no need to say that they lied about it, because you can get it across.
Not full out lying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I understand that. Yeah, he made a great argument that I do think a lot of it was reactive abuse, but it was also abuse, and so I like, as someone who has engaged in reactive abuse, not physical abuse, but like I absolutely been verbally abusive. It doesn't justify it, but it does. It explains it
in that situation.
Exactly, and so like he very well could have done stuff that he's ashamed of that may not have done if it was not her. And so the way I fall on it is that, like, I just think she was shown to be a liar. There's no question, and for that reason, I don't think you can say that man should go to jail. On the flip side, I don't think that man's career was hurt. I don't think his life was hurt. He's worth. We checked.
I think
he's
it was
worth
a little
over.
Too late in his career, but
he's worth $150 million.
A couple things might have been taken away, but they might have been taken away through other issues as well.
Yeah, someone who loses $10 million when they have 150, who cares?
The thing that I see out of that case, and I know it's a side type thing at this point, is the thing that hurt, especially with, as I said, with my 13-year-old daughter getting sexually abused. She had, and I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm supposed to say on TikTok. I'm sorry, I'm old. But when it comes down to it, the fact that she was seeing someone saying things like that and the way that people were reacting to her, and she even mentioned to me the reason why she didn't come out about it earlier is because she saw that and she thought that she would be treated the same way. To me, that ability to lie about something didn't only hurt her case; it also hurt like other women wanting to come out.
I strongly
Wait,
agree.
can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah, 100%.
How, like, is she older now, or is she, how old is she now?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's what the case was 2-3 years ago now, so yeah.
Did she tell you, like, relatively quickly, or?
It was a little bit rough because it was one of those circumstances where we found something on her computer where it made me question things because it was something that she wasn't into specifically. And then she went into, we found something on her computer and we were talking to her and then she finally came out with something happened and then she, stuff to talk about because she tried unaliving herself a couple of times. I do know that one. But it's one of those circumstances where I see something like that and I get that, you know, I'm a white male. Like, I get that we're not looked at favorably in a lot of situations, which I 100% understand in a lot of those situations. However, I look at my daughter and go, I don't care about the shit that's brought towards me. I look at the fact that you should have the right to be able to say what happened to you. You should be able to tell your story. Now, it's going to be thrown a little bit off. The reason why I feel even heavier about this is something that I've never told many people. When I was younger, I had an uncle that didn't do the worst of things, but did touching things in the shower. And that's where I understood the embellishment area, because I wanted so badly for him to pay for what he did when I told my parents that I started embellishing things. And what that did was it ruined the case. So I understand that point when you're saying that, Irish, 100%. I do agree with you guys. I do agree that a lot of it is context. I think a lot of people are misunderstanding the false accusations, don't realize, because they don't. They don't. In most cases, they don't, because actual accusations don't.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all it's about. And I go back and forth on changing the prompt because we could say false accusations don't ruin white men's lives, but then we don't get to have these. Well, but then we don't get to have these conversations is the problem.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just saying that I get that because, like you said, like the couple people that I was listening in that did have that vitriolic response were people that were not white people saying it. So I do not know if that had something to do with it. And especially since he was very adamant about the fact that, you know, he was in prison for that long. So I mean, I think from his personal experiences.
I think Kelvin's a very unique example. Kelvin is I think Kelvin's I just think it's a very unique example. As I said, the vast majority of people
got caught up on his own experiences and wasn't going to listen to it.
Ignorant.
I don't think that's what the problem is. I think his brain is fried or something, in my opinion.
I'm gonna just say it so nobody gets called racist. He ignorant.
No, I mean, you can call me as racist as you want, because the fact is, you know, I think we've all kind of said shit and done shit that we regret at times, you know.
He ignorant.
So, I 100% think we all have ignorance to us. 100%. And that's the reason why we have these conversations, is to be able to understand our ignorance and get past it. You know, so, just want to say, oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, no, you're fine. I just saw the comment. So you're this is because my brain zoned out for a second. So you're not saying though that like the concept of false accusations affects actual cases though, right?
Towards
like I know you said I was like, I know you said embellishments Okay, I would say I know you said embellishments can affect the case, which obviously makes sense. But obviously,
Yeah,
I was
they
just
do.
trying to make sure. I was just trying to make sure that you weren't saying what the one dude was saying, that false accusations affects those of us
Well,
who
and here's the
do.
thing: is there's all right. So to have embellishment, that means that part of it needs to be truthful.
Yeah,
You're
that's
just
completely
adding on
different. So
something that is
that's
not truthful. So
yeah,
that's the
that's why I
main
wanted to
difference.
clarify, because there's some people who think that this concept of false accusations is what that it hurts other actual victims when, like, so that we don't get believed even more so when we come out. And I don't believe
You
in that.
feel as
So
though
that's
you
why.
have to embellish to be able to be heard,
Okay, that makes more
and
sense cuz
that's dangerous because it hurts not only your case but it hurts every other circumstance in the future, and it sucks because as much as it doesn't happen as much to men, which I get, it does, and but at the same time, this these false accusations don't ruin lives. As I said, it's simple reading comprehension, which unfortunately this world is kind of lacking in right now.
Okay, so I need to call something out in the comments. That's why I muted you, random, not because you're saying anything bad. But T in the comments, like, don't be a cunt. Don't be disrespectful. Like, just don't. Like, you're being weird towards a bunch of people. And it's just not, like, it's just not cool. Why are you being fucking weird?
funny how I told
I
him show a
mean,
picture of his mom.
I emasculated him. That's why he's acting weird. We all know why he's acting weird. He's going to continue coming in here to harass people in order to try to restore his fragile masculinity and ego.
Who's a streamer?
Can I actually say one little small addition to what you just said to him? My mother is 62 years old. She is a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma survivor. She was the first woman to be able to work a skid load at her factory. And the fact is, at 5'5", she's got more balls than you do. So leave her and every other man out of your mouth. Okay? Thank you. Bye.
Was not expecting that.
Yeah,
Appreciate it,
not at all.
Random. All the best. Cheers. Ray, what's your take?
I don't want to interrupt. So the phrasing, are you only referring to grape?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming you guys are aware of situations where people are falsely accused and they off themselves.
They're very rare, but I understand people claim it happens.
You don't think it's happened? Because I think it was
The Inquisitor.
Cameron McKay.
Okay, great. Did Cameron McKay write a note saying he's unaliving himself due to a false allegation? I'll go research that. You go talk right now. I'll research that. Cameron McKay, right?
I believe that's his name.
Okay, Dom, you are debating.
Yeah, this is what I don't understand.
Ben. I know Dom has 3 letters and Ben has 3 letters, but I don't recall him saying Ben.
What?
Okay.
Don't recall it.
Personally, I would never. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm really interested in what she has to say. Go ahead, Dom.
Yeah, I think.
Because you damn near done made me forget what I was gonna say. Because now I don't fucking remember. Okay. So, Ray, what did you say? Because now Ben done fucked me up.
I was saying how not oftentimes, but it does happen.
Okay, yes. So I don't think anybody's arguing that it doesn't happen. Like, I personally am not going to argue that it doesn't happen. That being said, though, like, this often gets brought up where these rarities happen. Like, this is like something that's probably under rare that it happens. You have damn near a better chance of finding fucking gold in your backyard at some point in time. So yeah, we could acknowledge that this does happen. Absolutely. Nobody's saying it doesn't. There's always going to be exceptions, but that's what they are, exceptions. These are exceptions to the rule. These are not the norm. If anything, like I said, they're less than rare happenings. So of course we can't say that they don't happen, but that being said, if we're thinking one problem over the other, One is not something that you have to worry about on a daily basis, and a lot of you make it seem like this is something you have to sit at night and look up at the ceiling and think about on a constant basis when it's something that's incredibly rare.
I mean, it's sorry, Ben. It's so rare, Ray, that the example that you pointed out is not an example of it. I just read up in the case. There was no note provided by him. He unalived himself 4 months after the investigation was initiated, and his parents sued the college, claiming it was a false allegation due to the fact that certain kids, students at the college, said that they didn't think that she was drunk, and B, due to the fact that she was nice to him after the purported grape. That was the two primary reasons why they're alleging it's a false allegation. There's been no proof it's a false allegation. There's been no finding it's a false allegation. So far, we have parents just speculating that it's a false allegation. So that's, again, I've rarely found an example of a false allegation leading to a suicide. I'm not saying they don't exist, but it's shocking to me that, I don't know, a couple hundred men have come up and not a single one has pointed me towards one.
Yeah, so can I cut in here? Is this
Yeah,
a
go
good
for it.
time?
Go for it.
Yeah, so what I don't understand is I think I've heard Dom, Irish, and even the host say, like, contradict the prompt. So I really don't understand what
Because
being discussed is.
you're being pedantic. When you read it, you're thinking it's saying all or none ever. You're thinking it's all inclusive. But that's not how people ordinarily read statements like that. So you want to ask, are you stating that they've never happened in the history of ever? And the answer would be, all right, they might have, but they extremely rarely ever happen.
Okay, but what precisely what never happens?
That false allegations of sexual assault against white men in America ruins lives.
So is that a qualifier, white men?
Yeah, we normally have people come up here, they'll start talking about, well, due to the fact that I'm black, I know that I'm going to be more likely to be falsely accused, and we welcome them doing that. And then we'll tell them, well, yeah, that's because of the fact that racism is endemic in America, but you weren't targeted because of false allegation. You were targeted because of racism, just for the same reason that Emmett Till wasn't unalived because of the false allegation, because lots of white boys were accused of sexual assault, but nobody unalived them. He was unalived because of racism. And honestly, it's sort of playing down the role of racism to suggest that that society cares about women so much. They don't. They just care about hurting black people.
So you think accusations do ruin lives if you're not white?
No, because that's allegations with an aggravating factor, that aggravating factor being racism. I think that racism ruins lives.
Okay, but the mechanism that happens there is the false allegation. Mechanism which incites this.
Yeah, that's tokenized, that's used. Any racist is going to seize on any opportunity they can. But the very fact that false allegations hurt black people but don't hurt white people really shows, similarly, pulling people over for a search of a car unalives black people but not white people. But pulling people over to search their car is not the issue. It's racism is the issue. I would say, you're looking at, are they connected? Yeah, they're being used, but they're just being tokenized. Like George Floyd, he didn't need a false allegation. He just needed someone to say that he did something with a $20 counterfeit bill. But like, would you say that the laws against counterfeit bills got George Floyd unalived? Or would you say a racist officer who just wanted to use any reason they could to hurt George Floyd got him unalived? I would say racism did.
Crickets are telling.
I hear crickets.
I'm really trying to, understand your perspective.
I know, but the crickets.
Yeah, you hear the crickets too, right? That's
They
not just
just got me.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna jump.
So like it's just you've conceded so much though.
It's not
in the process.
What I mean,
You know what I really want?
What was conceded? What's that, Mac?
I
Chinese
want a bowl of pastina so bad right now.
That
I've never
was-
had pastina. I've never experienced it, but it looks so fucking good.
Can
I
you
just
put
saw
up
it
the
in
Wait,
my
photo
send it in
and
the chat. Oh,
No,
here's
she
the
said,
this is
she said thoughts, huh?
I have no idea what that is. So if you can just show us what that is.
I really need to know.
So, I mean, serious question, Ben. I mean, when you say I conceded so much, what was conceded?
Well, you conceded that, in fact, accusations do ruin lives. They can ruin your lives if you're not white. I think you've also said
but
that false accusations, they also harm, people who are telling the truth. So I'm flabbergasted here. Maybe I think you just have like a really bad prompt.
I don't think so. If you just ask what the prompt means or what we mean by the prompt, then it's clarified.
Okay,
And I've
so
clarified
I
what the
found
prompt.
pastina.
I clarified what the prompt means. The prompt means that people over-exaggerate the effect of false allegations, grossly over-exaggerate it. And the reality is, Mac.
Oh, I think I
But
have
then
had
what-
that
what
Can I
before.
just finish the point,
What an
and then we can look at
appropriate-
Pastina?
Wouldn't
Go
an
ahead.
appropriate
Take
prompt-
your minute. I'll wait.
No, go, finish.
Wouldn't an appropriate prompt be that false accusations aren't a large problem instead of false accusations don't ruin lives?
No, because then we wouldn't get to have these great conversations. So talk about the Pastina, Mac.
I just like really,
That is really
like it
good.
looks so good. It's also like starting to get cold here, and it looks so good. You can either have it as like more of a soup, or you can make it like thicker if you use less broth because it's pasta. So
Do
like,
definitely
you know,
soup. Do soup.
but like it just looks so good, and I just want like a home cooked fucking meal instead of this nasty.
Oh, Mac, I would
know,
make you some food.
I love to cook, so that is the only thing that I'm really missing, like living dorms this semester instead of like apartment style housing. It's just like I can't cook, and it's really sad, and the dining hall sucks ass.
I would
So
cook you food all the time.
like this just looks so good. Like
I feel like I want to add crackers to it, but otherwise it looks great.
yeah, because you're
Shut up,
a
bud.
weirdo.
What
in
the
jail.
Like a
fuck?
white
All I
person
said
thing.
was I
I'm
wanted to
sorry.
add crackers.
Adding crackers to soup is like gotta be like
Well,
some
when I say adding
weird-
crackers, I'm thinking of this Mexican tostada soup. I don't know if it's crackers, but they have crunchy stuff on it and has pasta like that. This is just
I
reminding
don't
me of
like
it.
saltine crackers
Not
or oyster
saltine,
crackers in my
not
soup.
saltine crackers, Mac.
I think that's weird shit. I think that's like weird, like white people shit.
That's crazy because I like crackers with my soup, and I'm
Oh,
like
tortilla
it's on the
strips.
panel
That's
right
what it
now.
is.
Tortilla strips are hella good.
All right, that's what I'm
down for
talking
tortilla
about.
strips.
Those are chips.
Yeah, but like they're different. They're not crackers. It's a chip. There's a difference.
A chip is less weird to y'all in certain soups. I mean, like some soups it makes sense,
Did
but that's
Ben?
less
Can you
weird.
re-invite Ben?
Yeah,
I'm not able
yeah,
to
Ben
because
ran.
no, he's got a private account.
Irish, I need you to watch RK81. Did you start it?
No, but I will because I'm really eager to.
You need to start it because then we can talk about it because it's really good.
Okay, great. Ray, do you want to continue? Because like I'm not understanding what were the concessions.
I'm down.
Not gonna
What
I
else?
don't think he was the one that said you conceded. I think it was Ben.
Oh, okay. Ben, the concessions, you're taking this as, I don't know, too much of a debate in the sense like you're trying to think who wins, but like it's a discussion, right? And had you asked, what we would have explained is what the prompt means is that...
I mean, all I've done is ask questions.
No, you've asked clarifying questions. You haven't asked whether or not we mean that it is applying to all false allegations. You
Yeah, I
didn't
was
ask
asking
whether or not...
clarifying questions because I have no idea. Like when listening to it, at first I thought listening to I think Mac, it sounded like Mac. They had a really really weird defense to the prompt, and then like the white thing came in. It sounds like you guys think that false accusations do ruin lives.
Very rarely, even if they do.
Bro,
So,
what? I
Ben-
was countering.
and there's like no data, and there's no data on this
Ben,
like anyway.
Ben,
So I don't
Ben,
understand.
well, hang on, Mac, if I can. So, Ben, the point we're making is this. People in America overinflate how often false accusations happen and how harmful they are. The reality is they very rarely happen. And most of the time, they don't really do much harm. And in fact, to the extent they ruin lives, it's extremely rare they do. And to the extent they do, it's almost always going to be due to an aggravating factor, such as racism or a flawed judicial system. It's not going to be based upon the false allegation. It's not going to be based only on the false allegation without an aggravating factor. That's the position. That's a very wordy position. If we put all of that on a prompt, no one would read all of that. So now you've heard the position. Do you agree with the proposition?
No, because I know. I mean, no. Yeah, I disagree. Because I mean, who are you to apply risk tolerances for false accusations? What's okay and what's not for them?
Where did I say anything about risk tolerance?
You said that it's an overblown issue.
Yeah, it's an overblown issue.
Okay. So, yeah, again, who are you to apply what tolerances people have for false accusations? And also, there's no data on this topic. So I don't know. Yeah, there's
lots of data on the topic.
There's data on false accusations and rape.
It happens.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Mac.
I'm just gonna Irish, are you gonna go live if I end this? Because I need to be actually a good student and actually go to bed, not at
sure. So Max, stay live until I go live. It's going to be 40 seconds. I just need to get that debate prompt. I'm going to just say this here in the comments. Follow me. Ben and Ray, come over. Right there, I said follow me. Actually, hang on, let me add some emojis.
Follow the 73-year-old man.
But hang on,
He's really
then
old.
I want
He's
someone
super
to
old.
come over to my live and come back here and say Irish is live. And then Mac, you're going to say, click on it right now. Nobody comment right now. Okay.
Yes, sir. Now go away.
Damn it. I was going to ask him to say Theodore throws 3 trees 3 times. Never get smart with me again, I swear. Also, that's not a concession. So concession is yielding to your argument, and nobody's yielded to your argument. We've made compromises, absolutely.
Aye, aye, Captain. That's what I wanted to say to him.
You're gonna start calling him Ahab.
Has he started it yet?
Criminal. So I'm gonna drop the men. You guys can go over to Irish's live. He'll be live in
That's sexist.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is. Get over it. I'm so tired. Fuck,
I really
I'm so
want
tired.
soup now. Soup sounds so.
I really want food.
I make some
I really fucking
good
want I want
chicken
to
and
just
dumplings.
go to fucking Aldi. I might go to Aldi tomorrow and make a big batch of soup.
Oh my god.
And just
freeze some. Just
in
freeze
the
it.
fridge and I don't have a fridge or a freezer though. I
forgot.
I have a communal fridge, but I'm scared.
No, I'd be scared. Too.
But there is a communal kitchen that I can use to cook.
Oh, sopa is so good. Oh, I need to go find me a Puerto Rican to make me that. Go find me a Puerto Rican. I make a gumbo. I want to make gumbo again. Sopa.
Irish is live. He's gonna get mad at me.